I'll tell you what, I know that Evansville is desperately searching for a win. And taking a look at the season ahead for Evansville over the next couple of weeks, after they conclude this series at home versus Washington, they will then head out towards the Gateway Grizzlies building. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 6:30 starts before the 1:30 p.m. start against the Grizzlies on Sunday. So that's going to be another important series because, well, Gateway is also up there at the top of the West Division in the Frontier League right now. And there's not going to be too many easy games for Evansville coming up because as soon as they make their return from Gateway, next week they will face Lake Erie, who is also in the top 4 right now in the West Division of the Frontier League. They have been playing some terrific baseball, and they just beat up on Florence for the second game in a row earlier today. So, again, the schedule is certainly not favorable as to the level of competition that Evansville will be playing over the next week and a half of baseball. But it doesn't really matter because they're going to have to beat anybody who's on the schedule coming up if they want to get themselves back in to the upper echelon of the West Division in the Frontier League. Looking at the East Division of the Frontier League right now, it is New York running away with it. They are 11-4 over on that east side, and the Boulders have been playing some extremely good baseball. Now, they lost last night to Sussex County, who is 8-9 after the game today. That is not updated yet on the Flow Sports, and that's because, again, that game happened this morning, so that's still part of today's schedule in the Frontier League. But New York and Sussex had an early contest today, and New York got back in the win column, so they are now 12-4 on the 2024 regular season. Sussex 8-9 after the loss, and Trois-Rivières will play tonight. They are already underway in Canada. And that's another team that is still trying to stay towards the top. But again, you look at the record, and New York 11-4, everybody else hovering right around or under 500. And at the bottom of the barrel, it's Tri-City and the New England Knockouts. They have struggled to get things going early in the season. And we've talked about this a few times over the last few days, but we want to mention it again because it is really easy to hit the panic button seeing Evansville's record here in this 2024 season. But there is still time for them to recover. This Gateway series will take them into the June calendar month, and then Lake Erie will be their first official series, 3 games in the month of June. So usually around that 3rd to 4th week of June is when the wins and losses really start to matter more and more. You want to be in a comfortable position before that All-Star break, but that's really the deadline. If you're not in it at the All-Star break, well, there's not a good chance that things are going to turn around. Now, we say that, and we have seen some historic comebacks of the season from some teams in the Frontier League over the last 20-plus years, but those are so few and far between, those sports miracles that you see only every once in a blue moon. So Evansville really doesn't want to get themselves into that kind of position. Again, they have a tough schedule coming up, but we'll have to see what they can do. And it all starts here tonight against the Washington Wild Things. For the Evansville Otters, they will have Braden Scott out on the mound. Scott 0-3. This is his 4th appearance of the 2024 season. He has worked in 13 2/3 innings and has a .598 ERA. Well, the last time that Scott was out on the mound, it did not go well, and it was against these guys. The Wild Things took him to the cleaners early and knocked him out of the ball game. Scott went just 2 2/3 innings. That was back on May 21st in the series opener against the Washington Wild Things in Washington. Again, he took the loss to drop to 0-3, and he gave up 7 runs, all earned on 6 hits with 2 walks. So, needless to say, he's going to be looking for a bounce-back performance. Scott went to Olney Central College in Illinois and set the Blue Knights single-season strikeout record. Then he transferred to Indiana University, pitched in 3 seasons for the Hoosiers in the Big Ten Conference, and his professional career began with Evansville in 2021. And, well, he was picked up by the Toronto Blue Jays the following season in 22, but he had a short stint in minor league baseball, so he came back to Evansville last year, and he has been with the club since. So, Scott, a guy on the mound who has been a proven winner for Evansville, but it hasn't been the start that he's wanted this season. Now, the last time that he pitched at home, that was back on May 15th against Gateway, and Scott tossed a gem. 7 innings in a complete game. Remember, that was the twin bill that the Otters played against the Grizzlies, so those were 2 7-inning games. And in the nightcap, Scott went the distance, allowing just 1 earned run, 3 total, but he only surrendered 4 hits, walked 2, and also struck out 6. So his tenure at home is pretty darn good. Granted, it's only 1 start here in this 2024 season, but he'll be looking to follow it up with another good performance. On the mound for Washington, it'll be left-hander Kobe Foster, who is 2-0 this year, making his 4th appearance of the 2024 campaign. And Foster has been just terrific for Washington, a 2.04 ERA. He has been one of the best pitchers for Washington here in this 2024 season, but also keep in mind that this is a pitching staff that came into this series 2nd in ERA in the entire Frontier League. 3.73 as a team is where they sat before yesterday's game, and, well, Foster has been a big part of that. 17 2/3 innings on the bump, and he has just lit it up on the mound. He has been real trouble for opposing lineups. He will be looking to keep that going here today. His last start came on May 24th against Gateway, where he went 7 innings, allowing just a run on 4 hits. He struck out 5 and did not walk anybody. That's another big proponent of this Wild Things team in the pitching department. They just don't walk many guys, and it has certainly been beneficial for them. It was yesterday as well. They only walked 2 guys, and they also racked up 12 strikeouts, so that's something that the Otters hitters will have to adjust to, putting the ball in play with 2 strikes, because more often than not, you're not going to get a free pass down to first base. So instead, you're going to have to choke up on the bat, go old school a little bit whenever you get down in the count, and make sure that you're putting yourself in a chance that bare minimum puts pressure on the defense so you can still reach base. We'll see how it plays out here today. Let's go through the starting lineups first for the Washington Wild Things. They are led at the helm by manager Tom Vaith. Again, they are 10-5 on the 2024 season, and their starting lineup goes as follows. Robert Chayka, the right fielder, will lead things off. Following him, Tommy Caulfield, the third baseman. Out in left field is Wagner Lagrange. He bats third. Cleaning up, the first baseman, Andrew Check. Tyreek Reed, the designated hitter, bats fifth. And Caleb McNeely out in center field bats sixth. J.C. Santini doing the catching. He bats seventh. And the second baseman, Evan Berkey, will bat eighth. Filling out the starting 9 is the shortstop, Carson Clowers. Flipping the book over, taking a look at the starting lineup for the Evansville Otters. Again, they are 5-11 on the 2024 campaign, and they are led at the helm by manager Andy McCauley. Blake Mosley leading things off. He's out in center field. Austin Bose, the second baseman, will bat second. David Mendham, the right fielder, out in right field for the first time this season. He bats third. We'll have to see how that outfield role does him today defensively. He's been pretty good at first base. He's made a couple of mistakes, but again, he has never played in the outfield here for Evansville, so this will be a little bit of a defensive changeup from McCauley, and that's because Mason House is not in the lineup tonight. But batting fourth, it's Anthony Calarco out at first base. Randy Bednar batting fifth. He's out in left field. Mike Peabody making his Evansville Otters return after coming off the disabled list. He was on the 14-day for quite some time. And if you recall, back on opening night, he went down with an injury. That was that May 9th contest against Windy City. Had to get stitches in his eye. He has made a full recovery and he will bat sixth for the Otters as the designated hitter. Yomar Reyes out at the hot corner. He plays third and bats seventh. Jake Green doing the catching. He bats eighth. And filling out the starting nine, the shortstop, Riley Delgado. Well, they're finishing out the starting lineups on the field, which means that the national anthem is coming next, followed by today's first pitch. It's all coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
His baseball buddies, Cooper and Jack. Batting six, the designated hitter, number 20, Mike Peabody. Batting seven, the third baseman, number 28, Yomar Reyes. His baseball buddy, Vincent. Batting eighth and catching, number 12, Jake Green. His baseball buddy, Gatlin. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 8, Riley Delgado. His baseball buddy, Braxton. Pitching for the Evansville Otters, left-handed pitcher, number 33, Brendan Scott. And his baseball buddy, Colton. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America's freedom, those who now protect it, and pay tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice with the scene of our national anthem, presented by Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, performed by Rue Martin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's that time of the evening again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Evansville coming into this game 5-11 on the 2024 season, and they are ready to match wits and lock horns with the Washington Wild Things, who come in 10-5. This is the middle game of a three-game series. Washington stealing the opener yesterday. That was a 5-3 finale. And so Evansville will be looking to snap their two-game slide here tonight, and they will attempt to get back in the win column. Ballpark dimensions here at Bosse Field. It is 315 down the left and right field lines, 375 out towards the right and left center alleys, and it is 400 dead center. Evansville rocking their blue tops, their white pants. They have the white and blue hats with the blue brims. And Washington, in their red jerseys, they have the black cuffs on each arm sleeve, and then they will have their gray pants with the red stripe going down each side of the pant leg. And the Wild Things in their black caps tonight. It is absolutely stunning here at the ballpark. 73 degrees, sunny skies. You could not ask for a better day of baseball here in Evansville, Indiana. And we're happy to bring this one to you. Kyle Chandler joining you on the play-by-play. So happy you could join us calling the balls and strikes here tonight. Brett Gyron, our first base umpire, is Nick Barone. And out at third, it's Greg Hendricks. Braden Scott towing the rubber for Evansville here in Game 2. Scott 0-3. This is his 4th appearance of the year. 13 2/3 innings pitched, a 5.93 ERA. He's into the motion. First pitch delivered to Robert Chayka is fouled back to the screen, and it is delivered at 6:36 p.m. Scott back to it, and the left-hander deals. Swing and a miss. He's ahead 0-2 now to Chayka. Chayka did not play in the series opener yesterday, but he did see action against Evansville earlier in the year. Next pitch misses high, 1-2 the count. So the last time that Chayka saw these guys, he went 4 for 7, 2 runs. The pitch, swung on, lined to the shortstop. Delgado reaches deep in the hole, and his arm was fully stretched out. He's able to reel it in. That one almost snuck into left field. Nice play by the shortstop, and there's one down. Well, he had to have good reaction time in order to secure that baseball. But it's a 4-pitch out for Scott. Here's Tommy Caulfield. Lefty on lefty matchup, the pitch. And watch out, breaking ball hits him in the helmet, and the lid falls off Caulfield's head. So he will head down to first base on the hit by pitch. And there's your first base runner. A little bit scary of a situation, and looks like the athletic trainer for Washington will head down to first to check on Caulfield. Well, that's Haley Drollinger down by first base. I don't care what kind of pitch it is. That's never fun. Fastball, curveball, changeup. You never want to see a ball coming right at your face. So Caulfield, luckily, was able to take that one towards the siding or even maybe towards the back of the helmet. And the baseball did get him in the helmet, so nothing that ricocheted into his face or another body part, which is good. But he seems to be okay, and now it's Wagner Lagrange coming to the plate. So one down here in the top of the first, no score, runner on first, and the pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Lagrange made his return to the diamond after being on the DL. He was placed there after the first 3 games of the season. So he was also on the DL for a long time, the 0-1. And it's just off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to the left fielder. Now he had an impactful return yesterday. 2 for 5, an RBI. Here's the pitch. And Lagrange grounds one over to third. Reyes has it, throws to second for 1. On to first, double play. 5, 4, 3, roll him up. And it's an inning-ending twin killing as Washington goes down quietly in the first. Well, despite the 1-out hit by pitch, Scott still faces the minimum, and Evansville will head to the plate for the first time when we come back.
Responsibly.
All right, fans, it's time for the Toronto's Pizza Race. We have Oliver, Vincent, Miles, and Reed, and they will race from first base to third base, all while holding the Toronto's Pizza Box like a waiter. The winner receives a pair of GA tickets. Runners, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Awesome job. Let's give a round of applause for our winner. Up to you, Zane.
Thank you, Lucas. Great to have you at the ballpark in 2024. Pitcher-catcher battery for the Washington Wild Things. Kobe Foster is on the mound. J.C. Santini behind the plate. Pitcher-catcher battery is powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East. 2319 North Peterborough Road. 812-475-9000. Tell them. Same from the Otters. Thank you. lead off for the Evansville Otters are Edward Jones, leadoff batter of the game. Center fielder number 23, Blake Mosley.
Blake Mosley leading things off. We're in the bottom of the first. No score between Evansville and Washington. And Kobe Foster is out on the mound as the starter tonight. His first pitch, up and in on a fastball. Mosley ducks out of the way, and it's 1-0. Well, this is the first time all season long that the Otters have faced a left-handed starting pitcher. Foster kicks and deals, swing and a miss, 1-1 now to Mosley. In the prior 16 games that Evansville has participated in, they have only seen right-handers to start the game. Now the 1-1. And it catches the outside corner, called strike 2. Well, they don't have much experience hitting against left-handed pitching. So we'll see how this plays out here tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Mosley down on strikes. He's out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. Bases empty. Austin Boast coming to the plate.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Well, on the season,
Austin Boast.
compared to 471 at-bats versus right-handers, Evansville has just 73 at-bats against left-handers coming into this game. Here's the first pitch to Boast, and he swings through it for a strike, 0-1. But the average is significantly better in the small sample size against lefties than righties. Foster, ready now, he deals. And Boast takes a fastball upstairs, 1-1 strike. Evansville hitting .274 against the southpaws, just .225 against right-handers. Next pitch, in there for a called strike. And the count now 1-2. Boast 1 for 3 last night. Had his first home run of the year. It was a 2-run shot over the left field wall. Now the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts to begin the game for Kobe Foster. Well, the way Foster has pitched early in this 2024 season, he has been wielding and dealing against everybody he has come across. And it could be a tough night offensively for Evansville if they are not prepared with their scouting. So now it's David Mendham, lefty-on-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. And it's in there, called strike, 0-1. No score, bottom of the first, base is empty, 2 outs. Foster. 2-0 on the year, a 2.04 ERA. Here's the pitch. And it's a weak ground ball out towards the right side of the infield. Charging the second baseman, Berkey, gets it out of his glove quickly, and they're able to beat Mendham at the bag by a half a step. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kobe Foster. He sets the Otters down in order. No score, 1 in the books, and we're heading to inning number 2 with Washington coming to the plate.
Thank you, Lucas. Fans, do you need a cold drink? Visit one of our beer stations out in the concourse for can, bottle, and craft beers, including Bud Light, Bonnet Wave, And the Tri-State's first Busch Light Peach Tap. Responsibly. Leading off for the Washington Wildcats, batting fourth at first base, 28, Andrew Jack.
Middle third of the order due up for Washington. Top of the second, no score with Evansville. And for the Otters, Braden Scott working through his second inning now. He will face Andrew Check to lead off the frame. First pitch in there, a called strike, and it's 0-1. 8 total tosses for Scott in that first inning. 5 pitches went for strikes. Now the 0-1. Misses outside. And he did give up a hit by pitch to Tommy Caulfield, but then was able to roll a double play ball. Next pitch swung on, lined back up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. So Check on board. And after really struggling against Evansville, the first time these two teams met, he is putting together a good series. 3 for 5 now after that base hit. And he's a leadoff base runner for Tyreek Reed. No score, top of the second. Here's the pitch from Scott. And it misses high to Reed, 1-0. Well, Scott saw these guys in the series opener. That was his last start. That was in Washington. Now the 1-0. Just off the inside corner. That start didn't go as planned. And Scott ended up going just 2 2/3 innings. Short day at the office for him. He gave up 7 runs on 6 hits and 2 walks. The 2-0 pitch misses high, 3-0. And the key for Washington, at least from what we've seen playing against Evansville, has been timely hitting and capitalizing with their opportunities. The 3-0 pitch, and it's on the outside corner, a called strike, 3-1. You think back to Scott's line and you say, 7 runs on 6 hits and just 2 walks? It seems a little strange. The 3-1. Misses just upstairs, ball 4. So Reed will head down to first base. Moving up to second is Check. And now it's Caleb McNeely coming to the plate. No score, top of the second. And there's nobody out. So a chance here for Washington. And again, based on what we've seen out of them this year, they have really capitalized on situations like these. First pitch a little bit inside to McNeely. Count 1-0. Well, McNeely was batting in the leadoff spot throughout the entire season until tonight. He was dropped down in the order. Was 1 for 6 yesterday. A run scored, 2 strikeouts. And he sends the next pitch to the right side out of play. Count 1-1. Well, McNeely led the game off for Washington yesterday with seeing just 1 pitch, and he hit a line drive into left field in the top of the first. Here's the 1-1, and it's a fly ball out towards center field. Camping under it, Mosley, and he'll make the catch, get it back into the infield quickly, and hold the runners on first and second. McNeely, a big out number 1 for Evansville. He'll head back to the dugout. And now it's J.C. Santini, the catcher, coming to the plate. So that double play ball in effect once again. Already Scott had one. Trying to roll a second twin killing here. Now Scott, to begin this season, was regarded as one of the best pitchers in the Frontier League. First pitch sent back to the screen, foul, 0-1. And it has just been a little bit of a sluggish start for him. The left-hander gets the sign. Glove at his belt. He deals. And this ball is lined into left field, charging Bednar, and he's able to retrieve it in time. Making the catch on the run, Bednar retires Santini for out number 2. And now there's 2 down in the inning for Evan Berkey. Runners on first and second. And there's no score here in this one. We're in the top of the second. Berkey did not see action in the series opener yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. Called a strike. A fastball touches the outside corner, 0-1. Well, Berkey spent some time with the University of Evansville during his collegiate days. The pitch. And it misses a little bit low and inside. 1-1 the count. Berkey spent time with the Aces back in the 2022 season. And he hit .273. Had an .867 OPS at Division I baseball. A 1-1. And it misses off the inside part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Berkey. Following that 2022 season with the Aces, that was his final year of collegiate ball. He then played in the MLB Draft League with Frederick. The pitch. And he pops this one up. Back behind the plate foul. We'll try it now at 2-2. And then in the summer of 2023, 1 year later, he signed with the Ottawa Titans. Spent the season last year with Ottawa. Hit .257 in his first pro year and then came to Washington for this season. It's been a sluggish start for him, but still time to turn it around. Deuces are wild. The pitch. Called strike 3. Fastball that tickled the inside corner. Berkey couldn't pull the trigger. And after giving up back-to-back leadoff base runners, Scott maneuvers around the danger, retires the next 3, and we're still scoreless after 1.5 between Washington and Evansville. We'll head to the home half of the second here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
It's time to see who gets to upgrade to the Ashley Furniture Best Seats in the House. Our lucky winner gets to spend the rest of the game with Best Seats in the House, so I say congratulations to Deborah Sapp. Deborah Sapp, congratulations. Made it just the nick of time. Our Ashley Furniture Home Store Best Seat in the House winner. Deborah Sapp, make your way down to Best Seats in the House and enjoy the view for the rest of the game. The Best Seats in the House also means that you have the best view of the Heritage Video Board and Honor Vision. Follow along with all of our video board action this evening, and be sure to visit heritagefederal.org for all of your banking needs.
You sure? I feel like something's bothering you.
Black screen is my favorite.
That's all.
The black screen.
You promise? You happy? You happy?
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 3, Anthony Calarco.
Anthony Calarco leading it off for Evansville here in the home half of the second. No score with Washington. Kobe Foster back on the mound. His first pitch on the outside corner, a called strike. It's 0-1. Foster throwing 10 pitches in that first inning, 8 of which went for strikes. Here's his 0-1. And it's in there for a called strike 2. That's kind of what we saw from Daryl Frigio yesterday. He only threw around 80 to 85 pitches, but his 5 frames were dominant. Here's the 0-2. And it misses outside for a ball. 1-2 now to Calarco. Frigio yesterday was magnificent, picked up his second win, and his only blemish was that home run that he allowed to Austin Boast. Now the 1-2. And Calarco takes a little bit low, 2-2 the count. Calarco 1 for 4 yesterday. He doubled down the right field line his first time up, struck out later in the game. He was picked up before the series opener against Washington last week. Next pitch, a breaking ball that misses down low, and the count now full. And Calarco is going to be a guy for Evansville that really brings a powerful bat. Washington's defense robbed him of a home run in the last series. Now the payoff. And he slaps it to the left side of the screen, foul. We'll try it again at 3-2.
Choose the best. Never regret it.
As we mentioned in the pregame show, this is the approach that hitters will have to take. Trying to fight pitches off, not strike out as much tonight. That's been a problem for Evansville early in the season. Now the payoff. And it's lined over to left field, backing up Lagrange, but he's right there to make the catch. Barely had to move. And that was a good hit there from Calarco. Got a good piece of the lumber on the baseball, but he's retired for out number 1.
Number 6, Randy
This is just a Washington pitching staff that does not allow many walks. And that includes Kobe Foster. Foster, in his 17 2/3 innings of work, has only surrendered 1 walk. So here's Randy Bednar, lefty on righty battle. The southpaw deals. And it's a foul tip off the mask of the catcher, J.C. Santini. Foster, in his last outing, pitched against the Gateway Grizzlies. He went 7 full innings, allowing just a run, 4 hits, no walks, 5 Ks. 2 out of his 3 appearances this year have been quality starts, meaning he has gone at least 6 innings without allowing no more than 3 runs. Here's the 0-1. Beautiful breaking ball. Bends back over the heart of the plate. Taken for a strike, and it's 0-2 now to Bednar. Foster, awaiting the sign. He's got it. Into the motion, and he serves up the 0-2. This ball's hit hard. Out towards left field. Chasing after it, Lagrange. Down by the line. And it's a couple of flyouts to the left fielder to begin this bottom of the second. Bednar out number 2, and that'll bring up Mike Peabody.
Batting 6, the designated
Well, Peabody,
number 20,
returning
Mike
from the
Peabody.
disabled list. He was activated yesterday. And actually, he was plugged into the lineup, but then there was a late switch about 40 minutes before game time that took him out. Kobe Foster's first pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 0-1 to Peabody. But this is a guy that has not played since opening night against Windy City all the way back on May 9th. So he has missed some significant time. The 0-1. And he pops it up towards shallow center field. Charging in McNeely. Going to be a tough play. And this one is by the shortstop, Carson Clowers. And he's able to make the over-the-shoulder catch. Well, I don't know why Clowers didn't read that baseball off the crack of the bat. It ended up being in the infield. And Clowers was able to back up just in the nick of time. He got an extremely slow reaction to that baseball. But it does not bite Washington. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Foster. 6 up, 6 down to begin the ball game. No score between Washington and Evansville, and we're heading to the 3rd. That was so bizarre.
Awesome job, guys. Great work.
Did you see that? No, the shortstop. He didn't even move.
Thanks, Lucas. If you're looking for new concession items, head to our first base concession stand for the new Italian food offerings that include fried ravioli. That's my personal favorite. Brandon likes the Bosco sticks, and Steggy likes the pizza. Check out the third base concession for specialty menu items such as the Marvin's Melt, an all-beef burger on Texas toast dressed with grilled onions and Swiss cheese. My personal favorite, cheese product made to order. If you're looking for a quick soda or beer, our brand new grab and go is directly behind the consoles.
Thanks.
Leading off for Washington, back at shortstop 2, Carson Flowers.
Top of the third inning, and there's no score between Washington and Evansville. It'll be Carson Clowers facing Braden Scott here to begin the frame. The pitch, and it's lined back to the screen, 0-1. Well, Scott had a little bit longer of an inning in the second. He gave up a leadoff single to Andrew Check, followed by a walk to Tyreek Reed, but no damage done. Set down the next 3 wild things to get out of it. The 0-1 misses high, and that's something that we haven't seen from Scott throughout this season. Whenever he has gotten into trouble, a lot of the runs have come back to score. Not in that second inning, though. Next pitch misses high. And again, this is a guy that was dominant last year for Evansville. And when he pitched against Joliet on May 10th, there were a lot of scouts in attendance for that game. Next pitch hit to the right side, foul.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Count now 2-2 to Clowers. And we have time called. Clowers will step out of the box. Wants to think things over. So again, Scott trying to find some success here. The last time he pitched at home was against Gateway on May 15th, and that was a 7-inning complete game. Remember, that was a twin bill with the Grizzlies, so 2 7-inning games that night. Next pitch, just off the outside corner. Scott tried him with a heater and just missed off the edge. It's now full. And in those 7 innings, Scott gave up just a run. The payoff, and it's hit back behind the screen, foul. We'll try it again.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
So his home performance was good. He's only had 1 this season. On the road early, it's been where he struggled. The 3-2. Fastball just off the outside corner, ball 4. So that'll send Clowers down to first base, and that'll also turn the lineup over for Robert Chayka. Runner on first, another leadoff base runner for Washington. Chayka 0 for 1. He lined out his first time at the plate. It was a nice reaching grab by Delgado, the shortstop. First pitch misses high, 1-0. No score between Washington and Evansville. We're in the top of the third. It's been a bit of a cooler day here in Evansville. Still 73 degrees. Now the 1-0. And this ball is ripped back up the middle base hit. So Clowers on second, Chayka on first. Second inning in a row with back-to-back base runners. And we'll see how Scott maneuvers around trouble this time. And he's got to face the meat of the order now. It's Tommy Caulfield coming to the plate. For the days that we've had here in Evansville, most of the time it's been hot here in the early summer. Oh, just wait until July. First pitch, and Caulfield tries to bunt but puts it foul down the third base side. And all that rain that Mother Nature has been bringing in the early parts of the 2024 season, you can kiss that goodbye. Once July and August rolls around, it becomes a desert here in Evansville. Corner infielders playing in, and Caulfield pulls back the bunt on a pitch that missed low. Back pick to second, back in safely is Clowers. So the count now 1 ball and 1 strike to the third baseman. He was hit in the helmet his first time coming to the plate. It was a breaking ball, but still a scary situation. So no official at-bats yet. Now the 1-1, he squares the bunt again and puts it foul again down the third base line. Well, we saw Washington struggle to bunt the ball yesterday. They didn't do it all too often, but when they did, they were unsuccessful. And that is got to be frustrating for Tom Vaith. As a manager, you want to rip your hair out whenever you ask a player to get a bunt down and they don't get it down. Now the 1-2, and it's a breaking ball slapped towards the third base dugout of Washington, foul. I always remember back in my day, my summer baseball coaches would always say, you have to get a bunt down. If Mike Trout can bunt the baseball, so can you. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Caulfield down on strikes. Another big out, number 1 here in the third.
Left fielder.
Runners on first and second, no score, and it's Wagner-Lagrange coming to the plate. Well, that was all set up because Caulfield couldn't get the bunt down. And so he got in a 1-2 hole, fouled off a pitch, but that was a beautiful toss there from Scott. Now he's in a rundown, throws to third, and they have Clowers in between second and third, and Yomar Reyes will run him down and apply the tag. Clowers getting way too greedy with the lead on second base, and Scott wisely stepped off the rubber. And he was able to throw it to third to Reyes, and Reyes just ran him down back to second, was able to tag him, and just like that, there's 2 down. So Chayka does advance to second. Now the pitch home, swing and a miss, 0-1 to Lagrange. But again, 2 outs now in this top of the third, no score. And there is 1 in scoring position for Washington. But Scott trying to play Houdini. Here's the 0-1. And it misses upstairs with a breaking ball. This would be the second inning in a row that he has allowed back-to-back leadoff base runners without a run coming in to score if he gets out of it. Now the 1-1. Misses a little bit inside. 2-1 the count now. Lagrange grounded into a double play his first time at the plate. Yesterday, he was 2 for 5, an RBI. He has gotten the trust of manager Tom Vaith. Now the 2-1. And he pops this one up towards the right side in the outfield deep. Backing up Mendham, track, wall, falls to the ground. Did he hold on? Yes, he did. The guy who never plays right field makes a miraculous catch out on the warning track, and he saves a run, and we are scoreless between Washington and Evansville. We're heading to the home half of the third here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Don't forget, Otters are back tomorrow night. It's country night. That's Maddie's favorite, along with Bush Light Thirsty Thursday. There's beer specials, and it's the series finale against the Wild Things. Tickets still available at EvansvilleOtters.com or by calling 812-435-8686. Get your tickets now. We're expecting a pretty big crowd on Bush Light Thirsty Thursday. Leading off for the Evansville Otters, batting 7th, the third baseman, number 28, Yomar Reyes.
Yomar Reyes coming to the plate here in the bottom of the third. It's the bottom third of the order for Evansville. No score with Washington. Here's the first pitch from Kobe Foster, and it catches the inside corner for a called strike. Well, Foster can't have a better start to tonight. 6 up, 6 down in the first 2 innings. Couple of strikeouts. And now the 0-1 on the inside corner. Called strike 2 to Reyes. Reyes batting .224, and Yomar 0 for 4 last night, 2 Ks. It's been a struggle for him the last week and a half of baseball, and it all started the first time that these two teams met. Lefty on righty battle. Foster into the motion, he deals. And here's a ground ball hit hard through the left side, base hit past the outstretched glove of Clowers as it goes into left center. And Reyes picks up a leadoff single. That was a great approach from a guy who has been struggling at the plate. Reyes not trying to do too much with that swing. Just in protect mode with 2 strikes, and with his size, he's able to get behind the baseball really well, so he doesn't need to square every ball up, and he will still put it in play somewhere hard. Here's Jake Green, and the first pitch to the catcher in there, a called strike, 0-1. How about that? Down in the count, 0-2. And he got a good piece of that one, able to just get it past Clowers towards the second base bag. And now let's see what Evansville can do with a leadoff base runner. The pitch to Green. Reyes goes to second, and Green pops this one up towards right field. Camping under it, Cheka. He's there to make the catch. Retreating back to the first base bag is Yomar. So Green out number 1. And that'll bring up Riley Delgado, the shortstop. No score here in the bottom of the third. Evansville trying to get off the schneid, snap their 2-game losing streak. Really, they've been on the schneid all season long. It's been a tough start for these guys. But a chance to turn it around here tonight against a quality club. The pitch. Breaking ball. Delgado hits it out towards right field. Cheka again giving chase, this time closer to the right field line. And he makes the catch medium deep, about 15 feet away from the white chalk. And just like that, there's 2 down.
Edward Jones.
So after the leadoff base hit, Reyes still stands on first. Now to be Blake Mosley coming to the plate. No score. Bottom of the third. Mosley struck out swinging his first time up. He was 0 for 4 last night. And a night ago, he lost his 5-game hit streak. Fouls the first pitch back. And again, that went off the mask of Santini. It's 0-1. That's happened a couple of times in this game. The catcher for Washington taking an early beating Lefty on lefty matchup. Foster gets the sign from the stretch. He kicks. Or not. Now he does and deals. Fastball misses high. And the count 1-1. Well, he had a long pause before coming home on that last pitch. Fooled me, that's for sure. But sometimes pitchers can do that, trying to mess with the timing of hitters. He comes home. No, he throws to first, and they got Reyes picked off. Throw goes to second, and Reyes jogging it down to the bag. He knew that he was dead to rights as soon as Foster made the move to first. So, that'll do it. And despite the single from Reyes, Foster still faces the minimum, and he sees 9 batters through the first 3 innings, and we'll head to the top of the 4th. We're scoreless between Washington and Evansville.
Congratulations to our winner.
I'd like to welcome all of our friends from Senior Connection on Wednesday. 55 and older, you can get a $2 general admission ticket to every Wednesday home game. Sonic BPA is here in the front extra patio decks. 1, 2, and 3, great to have you with us. A group of about 25. Saying hello to In-Town, our baseball buddies from earlier, and a special thanks to Anthem for being out on the outer concourse with a vendor table. Great to have Anthem being a partner of Evansville Otters baseball. Leading off for Washington, first baseman, 28, Andrew Check.
Middle third of the order due up for Washington. We're in the top of the 4th. Braden Scott's first pitch to Andrew Check. This is a little bit low, perhaps outside. 1-0. No score between Evansville and Washington. Scott working quickly, and the next pitch is a breaking ball in there for a called strike, and it evens the count to Check. Now, Scott has been a magician here in the early going. Next pitch, a called strike. 1-2 now to Check. He has gotten into some early trouble throughout the innings, but he's worked out of it. Now the 1-2. And it's a swing and a miss. Not exactly sure what that pitch was. Looked to be an off speed, but it looked to tail away to the left-handed hitter.
31,
So perhaps that slider that he throws, or the sweeping curveball, I should say. And nevertheless, there's one out. Here's Tyreek Reed, first pitch. In there a called strike, and it's 0-1. Well, it seems like Scott is trying to pick up the tempo on the mound. He's ready, back to it, the pitch. A little bit high, 1-1. Scott offers a four-seam fastball, sweeping curveball, cutter changeup in the arsenal. Now the 1-1. And it's an off-speed, chop back over the mound, charging the shortstop Delgado. Fields throws to first, and there's 2 down. So we could have a pitcher's duel barn burner on our hands in this one.
17, Caleb McNeely.
And now it's Caleb McNeely coming to the plate here in the top of the 4th. Bases empty, 2 outs. And we're still scoreless. First pitch to McNeely. Misses the zone. It's 1-0. Scott trying to have a quick inning. He threw 8 pitches in that first inning. Now the next pitch just misses the zone. Maybe a little bit high, but oh boy, that one seemed to have caught the strike zone. That might have been one that Brett Gyron missed. Scott back to it, the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Now that 8-pitch frame was his shortest inning here tonight. He's ready, and he deals. And here's a bouncing ball hit out towards short. Delgado charging, throws quickly to first. That'll do it. A 1-2-3 with Scott setting the Wild things down in order. And we'll head to the home half of the fourth. Scoreless between Washington and Evansville on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. I don't know.
It's time to show us your best. AudioCast. Over 300,000 members trust Paramount Dental because it's based right here in the Hoosier state of Indiana. Paramount Dental has been insuring smiles for more than 37 years. Keep smiling with Paramount Dental. As we smile for Paramount Dental, don't forget to check out Frontier League and the Evansville Otters on Flow Sports, the official streaming partner of the Frontier League. Visit EvansvilleOtters.com for links to watch and subscribe for all Frontier League and Flow Sports content.
It's 18 plus 33, 51. 62. No. 18 plus 26. What is that?
Top of the order to you for the Evansville Otters and our Edward Jones leadoff batter. Center fielder number 23, Blake Mosley.
Top of the order for Evansville, and we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. And we are still scoreless with the Otters and Wild Things for Washington. Kobe Foster's first pitch. It's a swing and a miss from Blake Mosley. And it's 0-1. The center fielder, 0 for 1. He struck out his last time at the plate. And the 0-1 is a breaking ball that catches the outside corner. He's down in the count now, 0-2. Well, Mosley saw 2 pitches in the last inning. It would have been his second at-bat, but Yomar Reyes was picked off to end the frame. Foster deals. And this ball's sliced to the left side out of play. Try it again at 0-2. Mosley, a .308 hitter in his first 6 games with Evansville. The local college product coming from Pittsburgh State University. He has had an impressive early season. The pitch, way outside. Mosley resides in Ozark, Missouri, which is where that famous show, The Ozarks, was filmed. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses away. That is a terrific show. Highly recommended to anybody that has not seen The Ozarks. It's a crime thriller. And it is a series. That's all I'll say about it. The 2-2. And it misses outside. It's now full. So after falling behind 0-2, Mosley has battled back. He's putting together a good at-bat here. Pitch number 7 of the battle coming up. And Mosley trying to give Evansville another leadoff base runner for the second inning in a row. Here's the payoff. Misses down low, ball 4. Great at-bat from the young kid. And he'll head down to first base on the walk. That'll bring up Austin Boast.
Second baseman, number 11, Austin Boast.
Boast 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Well, he was getting some recognition from some of his old A&M alumni after the home run that was posted on Twitter yesterday. They were all excited for him. Understandably, of course. First pitch from Foster at the knees, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Runner on first, nobody out, no score. Well, hey, stay up to date. Speaking of the Twitter post that went up on Boast's home run with the latest news and promotions from the Evansville Otters. Next pitch, swung on, grounded weakly towards third. Caulfield throws to second, and Berkey, the second baseman, somehow able to keep his foot on the bag. Had to evade the slide from Mosley, and the throw was a little bit upstairs. But Mosley, out number 1, he'll head back to the dugout. Nice play from the second baseman. There's one down. So it's a 5-4 fielder's choice. Boast now on first. No score. Bottom of the 4th. Here's David Mendham. Well, you can stay up to date with Evansville's news and promotions at evansvilleotters.com. That's EVANSVILLEOTTERS.com. Now the first pitch to Mendham. And it's on the outside black, called a strike, 0-1. Well, once again, Evansville getting a leadoff base runner. They had a lot of those yesterday, but the offense was stumped in yesterday's contest. And in that third inning, they weren't able to do anything tonight with their leadoff base runner. The pitch misses outside to Mendham. 1-1 strike the count. So we'll see if Evansville can capitalize. This game has been going by pretty quickly. I guess that's what happens when there's a couple of donuts on the scoreboard. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball just off the outside corner. Mendham, a .385 hitter for Evansville. That excludes his one at-bat where he grounded out towards second in the first inning tonight. The 2-1 from Foster. Here it comes. Nope, we'll have a throw to first instead. And Boast back in there safely. Well, Foster already picked off one base runner in Yomar Reyes in that third inning. He would love another guy retired being the pickoff here. And he's got a deadly move out there. The next pitch swung on, grounded through the right side, base hit for Mendham. This one rolls into the glove of Chake out in right field, but it's first and second now for Evansville. Just one down in the inning, and it's Anthony Calarco coming to the plate.
Number 3, Anthony Calarco.
Well, Mendham had his 6-game hit streak snapped yesterday. He went 0 for 2, walked twice, but also struck out a couple of times, and tonight he gets right back on the train. He has been such a good player for the Otters in this 2024 season. And here's another guy hoping to blossom into another really good hitter in this lineup. Calarco, 0 for 1. He lined out his first time up, hit the ball hard. Breaking ball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Calarco has hit the ball hard a lot of times in this early season, and he hasn't gotten rewarded for it. The 0-1. And he hits this one well. Out towards deep left field, backing up Lagrange at the track. And he makes the catch on the fly. And there's 2 down. So another at-bat where Calarco gets a good piece of the baseball, but just can't find that outfield grass, and that has happened to him a ton
Bednar.
through his first 6.5 games. Now to be Randy Bednar coming to the plate. First and second, 2 outs, no score, and we're in the bottom of the 4th. Bednar had that solo home run yesterday, had the only multi-hit performance for Evansville in yesterday's affair against Washington. Here's the first pitch, and the left fielder hits it high in the air on the infield towards the left side. Caulfield, the third baseman, calling for it, and he puts it away. The inning is over. So a couple of runners on base with 1 down, but Evansville goes down quietly, and there's no score between them and Washington. 4 in the books. We're heading to inning number 5 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Southwest Graphics Evansville Otterbells.
So, explain the situation to me again. There might be some creatures crawling in our apartment still. What's so funny?
Leading off the catcher, 33, J.C. Santini.
Top of the 5th inning, Braden Scott back on the rubber, and his first pitch is swung on by J.C. Santini, line down the left field line, fair ball. This one's heading for the corner. Randy Bednar picks it up and left, throws it back into the infield, but not before Santini strolls in with a leadoff double, and his good offensive season continues. And,
Second baseman,
well, there's a runner in
14,
scoring position
Evan
now for
Berkey.
Washington here in this scoreless ball game. And it is Evan Berkey coming to the plate. So Scott, for the 3rd inning in a row, has allowed a leadoff base runner. And Berkey 0 for 1 with a looking strikeout. Lefty on righty battle. Here's the first pitch. Berkey squares the bunt, pulls back a fastball high, 1-0. Santini came into this game hitting .323. He roped the ball to left field his first time up, lined out. But that time, he was able to find some grass in fair territory. The pitch at the knees, a called strike. So 1-1 now to Berkey. Well, we were talking about Berkey's collegiate career. And again, he spent some time with Evansville with the Aces in the 2022 season. Here's the pitch, and Berkey pops up a bunt towards third. Reyes takes it on the fly, and there's 1 down. Boy, this Washington team cannot bunt the baseball. It is their kryptonite, and we have seen time and time again in this series them
Shortstop, 2,
unsuccessfully bunting the baseball. It is such a simple concept. And Washington has really struggled, and it cost them an out there. So now it's Carson Clowers at the plate, runner on second, no score. Here's the pitch. And it's a bouncing ball in the dirt. Kicks to the left down the third base side. Green throws to third. And the ball is dropped. Oh, they had Santini dead to rights. Should have been out number 2 with the bases empty. Instead, Santini able to reach safely. Ball went right by Reyes' glove. And thankfully, Riley Delgado, the shortstop, was there to back him up. Otherwise, that would have scored a run. So no score, but a scoring chance for Washington. And the next pitch on the outside black. 1-1 the count now to Clowers.
Yeah, it's my laptop. It sucks.
Scott from the stretch. He deals. And it misses high. 2-1 the count now to Clowers. So a runner on third, 1 down, top of the 5th inning. Oh, what could have been? That was a beautiful throw by Green. Now the 2-1 pitch. Slap foul back behind the plate. We'll try it now at 2-2.
Guess what? That overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Well, it's one thing if it happens every once in a while. You can't charge an error there, but those are the little mistakes that have led Evansville to their 5-11 record here in the 2024 season. Now the 2-2. And it's sent back to the screen foul again. A breaking ball that time from Scott. And it'll remain 2-2. Clowers walked his first time up. A .278 hitter on the year. Lefty on righty matchup. Clowers had a great day at the plate yesterday. He was 3 for 4. Now the pitch. And it misses upstairs. Count now full. The infield playing in. And trying to protect that run from coming in on third. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there for Scott. And he has a chance to get out of the frame now. It'll be the leadoff hitter, Robert Chayka, coming to the plate.
Right fielder, 1, Robert Chayka.
Gorgeous breaking ball on the inside half, and Clowers stood no chance. So now Chayka, 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Takes the first pitch, a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Runner on third, 2 outs, top of the 5th. We're scoreless between Washington and Evansville. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2 now to Chayka. Well, again, Chayka did not play yesterday. He was 4 for 7 the first time that he saw Evansville this year. That was last week. Scott deals. Swing and a miss. He got him. Pitch in the dirt, and Green applies the tag. And with a runner on third and 1 down, Scott continues to be a magician out there, holding Washington off the board. And we'll head to the home half of the 5th, scoreless. Evansville coming to the plate when we come back.
It's the 6-point game. Your forensic center encourage you to search where to save money at home. But right now, we need you to start up and all you to make some noise for your Evansville Otters. The Otters in 2-1 for the second half of the game. Let's make this night ball really
20, Mike Peabody.
Mike Peabody leading things off. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Scoreless between Washington and Evansville. On the mound, Kobe Foster. And Foster has been dealing his first pitch to Peabody. Swung on, hammered, high, deep towards center field, backing up McNeely. And he'll make the catch about 15 feet in front of the warning track. Straight away, dead center. There's one down. So one pitch, one out. And Peabody goes down quietly. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Now it's Yomar Reyes coming to the plate. Foster has allowed just a pair of base hits to Evansville. He has walked one guy, but other than that, he has been untouchable. Here's the pitch to Reyes. Breaking ball and a slow curve in there for a strike. That clocked in at 63 miles an hour. My goodness. Now the 0-1 pitch. And another breaking ball, this time a little bit harder. 66 miles an hour on the gun. And it's 0-2 now to Peabody. Or check that, Reyes. Boy, that is a slow, looping breaking ball. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Reyes down on strikes. And he's out number 2. Bases empty. Jake Green coming to the plate. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Foster. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the 5th. Foster, the left-hander, tosses in the first pitch, and Green takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Green 0 for 1 here tonight. Grounded out his first time up, or rather flew out. Foster trying to have another quick inning, and we have time called. Green steps out of the box. Well, Green switched his number recently. He was wearing 10 to begin this season, and now he is wearing number 12. Everybody's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to the catcher. I wonder if that number 10 was wearing a little bit uncomfortable for him. The 2 jerseys are different sizes, so he went with the larger uni. And again, his first jersey must not have fit him. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Fastball painted the inside corner. And Foster has another 1-2-3 inning. It's his 3rd tonight. He sets the Otters down in order, and we're heading to the 6th. Scoreless between Washington and Evansville.
It's time for Jersey Mike's Build a Sub. We've got 2 master sub chefs ready to build an artisan BLT. First, our contestants will spin around the bat 10 times and then build their sub. Once their sub is built, they will run it to their honor bell and keep all the ingredients inside the sandwich. Honor bell gets a coupon for Jersey Mike's. On your mark, get set, go!
Wasn't checking. I think it's because it's plugged in.
The only way to top off the sub is with red wine vinegar, made from red grapes and no food coloring. The only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's. Use authentic ingredients to make the sub above. Now located at 939 North Burkhardt Road in Evansville. Back to you, Sam.
Thank you, Lucas. We have a very special birthday here at the ballpark tonight. Kelly Devon, who happens to be Taylor's mom, is here at the ballpark celebrating a birthday. So on the count of 3, I need everyone to yell, "Happy birthday, Kelly." Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Leading off for the Washington Wild Things, third baseman for Tommy Caulfield.
Two, three, four in the order for Washington. We're in the top of the 6th, scoreless with Evansville. And the first pitch from Braden Scott is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, for the last 3 out of 4 innings, Washington has began with a leadoff base runner. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Tommy Caulfield. But there has been no damage done. Now, if Evansville could just get the bats going. They have been held to 3 runs or less 10 times in their 16-game season so far. And their bats have been crickets here tonight. But you could say that for both sides. The 0-2. Bouncing ball in the dirt. Ricochets off the catcher back toward the mound. And the count 1-2. Caulfield struck out his last time up, was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. 0 for 1 here tonight. Well, he had a monster series against Evansville a week ago. 6 for 11, 2 homers, 7 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. But he's been quiet in this series. Here's the pitch. 1-2 is a soft ground ball back towards short, and charging is the third baseman, Reyes. Picks it up, throws to first, 1 down. That was a high bouncing ball, and I'm not sure if that was in the air or if it bounced right at home plate before jumping in the air. Nevertheless, it was taken on at least a hop by Reyes, who came charging towards the first base bag to cut off Delgado, the shortstop. And he made a nice play. There's 1 down. Now it's Wagner Lagrange coming to the plate.
6, Wagner Lagrange.
So another batter where Scott has gotten ahead. And he has been ahead 0-2 or 1-2 5 separate times here tonight. Lefty on righty matchup. Lagrange 0 for 2. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Well, Lagrange making his return to the diamond for the first time yesterday since that Schaumburg series. He sends the next pitch foul, and it's quickly 0-2. In that series against the Boomers, that was all the way back in the opening weekend series. He was 2 for 11 at the plate, and the next pitch is sent foul to the left side. We'll try it again at 0-2.
An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. You never regret it.
So he has not really seen too many at-bats in this young season. Now the pitch, and it's lined to the right side, but this one hooks foul right across the white chalk, and it remains 0-2. So 3 foul balls in a row now for Lagrange. He's seeing it well, hasn't straightened one out yet, but he's getting closer and closer with each pitch. Scott ready. He winds and fires. And this one is popped up down by the right side, giving Chase Mendham, but he will run out of room as this one will land right by the picnic area. And we'll try it again at 1-2. Hey, don't forget the series finale against these two clubs coming your way tomorrow. That's a 6:35 p.m. Central Time start time. Same time, same place as tonight, the 0-2. Breaking ball, swung on, hit hard out towards left center. Bednar giving chase. He's at the track, and this one will bounce at the wall. He can't get there in time. Oh, what a great at-bat by Lagrange. Down in the count, 0-2. And once he got to that 0-2 count, he fouled off 3 more foul balls. Then got his and slapped a breaking ball into the left center alley. So it's a 1-out double for Washington. No score. We're in the 6th. And it's Andrew Czech coming to the plate. All you can do there is just tip your cap, because that is elite hitting displayed there by Lagrange. Lefty on lefty battle. First pitch to Czech. Misses down low. 1-0. Scott now at that 80 pitch marker by my count. Again, overall on the game, he has looked really good, but he's got to evade some danger once again. The pitch. And it's on the outside corner. Called a strike. Evens the count. 1-1 now to Andrew Czech. Czech 1 for 2. Singled his first time up. Struck out back in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, of the 82 total tosses, 53 have gone for strikes for Scott, so he's been filling up the zone pretty consistently. Looking for another one here. And the 1-2. This one's popped towards the left side, nearing the line, now crossing the white chalk. Reyes in very shallow left makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Designated hitter.
So a foul out for Czech, and Lagrange has to stay on second. Here's Tyreek Reed coming to the plate. Reed 0 for 1. Grounded out his last time at the plate. Walked his first time up. We're still scoreless. Washington, no runs, 4 hits. Evansville, no runs, 2 hits. The pitch is grounded down the third base side foul. And it's 0-1. Beautiful night here for baseball. Not a large crowd on hand, though. Hopefully Thirsty Thursday will bring out some more fans tomorrow. And the pitch misses low. Well, we were told that the fans are more fans of the beer than of the game itself coming here. No, I'm just kidding. But Thirsty Thursday typically does bring out a great crowd. Now, these fans certainly like to kick back and have a drink or two during the ball games. That's certainly okay. Just make sure that you're doing it responsibly. Here's the pitch. And it's called a strike on the outside corner. 1-2, the count now to Reed. Runner on second, 2 outs. Scott looking to strand another runner in scoring position for Washington. And we have time called. Reed wants to think things over. He'll step out of the box. Kicks the bat on his shoes. Now adjusting the batting gloves. Reed, a .229 hitter on the season. 0 for 5 yesterday. Struck out once. Now the pitch. Fastball outside. Did he go around? No, says Nick Barone, and that was the right call. Count moves to 2-2. Reed, 9 RBIs, 5 runs scored, a double on the year. Looking to bring home RBI number 10, with Lagrange still standing on second. The pitch, breaking ball, a little bit high, and the count now full. Big pitch coming up here. The payoff. Swung on, a little nubber out towards first. Taken by Calarco. He'll flip it to Scott, covering the bag. And that'll do it here in the top of the sixth. We're still scoreless, one stranded in scoring position for Washington as they go down quietly. And Evansville will come to the plate in the bottom half of the sixth inning here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
It's time for the Drake's Dance Camp. We need everybody to get up and dance because Drake's is your go-to for 24 beers on tap, big burgers, and the freshest sushi in all of Evansville. Visit Drake's at 1222 Hirschland Road or drakescomeplay.com. Now let's dance. Let beautiful Bossy Field be the venue for your next celebration with one of our Graceland picnics, and you and your guests will receive an exclusive Otters Special Edition app. If you'd like to be a part of an upcoming Evansville Otters home game, it's simple. Go to evansotters.com or call 812-435-8686. And hello to
I
you.
do not know, and I do not care. New arm? No, that's still the same. 3.
Leading off for Evansville.
Gosh, we got to get a run.
Riley Delgado.
Seems like one run will do it here tonight. Riley Delgado leading off this bottom half of the sixth inning, and Kobe Foster back on the mound. Lefty on righty matchup. Here's the first pitch, and it misses a little bit inside, 1-0. We're scoreless between Washington and Evansville, and it has been an exciting pitcher's duel barn burner. If you like old school baseball, this is the contest for you. Now the 1-0. This ball rocked down the left field line, and it is hooking foul. Well, it had home run distance, but instead it's a 1-1 count now to Delgado. The shortstop 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. And we have time. Brett Gyron throwing a new ball to Kobe Foster, per Foster's request. Well, Foster has been tough to beat here tonight. Here's the pitch. And this ball is socked down the left field line again, but also well fouled. Ricochets back into fair play. And the shortstop, Clowers, will have to retrieve the baseball. That one hitting the railing down by that left field siding. Foster tonight has given up just 2 hits, 1 walk. He has 4 strikeouts. He's created a lot of weak contact. He's ready. Into the motion, twirls, deals, and the pitch is sent back to the screen, foul off the bat of Delgado. We'll try it again at 1-2. Well, even the hard contact that Foster has created here tonight has not resulted in anything for Evansville. So the Otters manufacturing some power, but not a whole lot as the next pitch is grounded down the third base side, foul. Count stays at 1-2 for Delgado. But even with their hard hit balls tonight, and just no damage done. Here's the 1-2. And Delgado bloops one towards the right side of the infield. Check calling for it, makes the catch, 1 down. So the lineup will turn over. Base is empty, and it's Blake Mosley coming to the plate, bottom of the 6th, and we're scoreless. Delgado fouled off 4 pitches, trying to put up a battle before finally succumbing to Foster's deadly arsenal, which has just been great here tonight. Mosley 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Here's the pitch. And it misses. No, it's called a strike on the outside corner. Well, the catcher, Santini, was set up on the inside part of the plate, moved his body well to the opposite side of the dish, and he was able to steal a strike that time. Lefty on lefty battle, the 0-1. Big cut there from Mosley, can't connect. Well, taking a look at the schedule ahead, doesn't really get any easier for Evansville. Not within the next couple of series. After this, they'll head out to Gateway. That's a road series for the weekend affair. The 0-2 to Mosley, and he lines it back to the screen foul. And then next week, they do have a 6-game homestand. But the first 3 games, June 4, 5, and 6, will be against Lake Erie. Lake Erie winning another series here today against the Florence Yawls. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, bounces in the dirt, taken by Mosley, 1-2 now. Now, speaking of Florence, they will close out Evansville's 6-game homestand on June 7, 8, and 9. Now, lots of good baseball coming the Otters' way in the near future. The 1-2. Breaking ball, misses high. And if the Otters want to get back into this Frontier League West Division, or at least towards the top half of it, they're going to have to prove that they can beat some good teams. Because it does you no good to beat up on the low ballers of the division. Now the 2-2. And it's just tipped off the bat of Mosley, sent back to the screen. We'll try it again. And if you ask Andy McCauley, he'll tell you that he's ready for the challenge. The pitching staff has been serviceable, aside from the 20-run game that they gave up to Florence in the last series. It's been the offense. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Mosley down on strikes for the second time tonight. Still no score. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's Austin Boast coming to the plate. Now look, this pitching staff for Washington came into this series second in the Frontier League with a 3.73 ERA, but the Otters are making this pitching staff look like Cy Young. Boast 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout. The pitch in there, a called strike. It's 0-1. And unfortunately, they have made a lot of pitching staffs look like that. We gave you the numbers earlier, and we don't want to harp on these guys too much, but run production has been a little bit hard to come by. Here's the 0-1. And Boast sends it to the right side foul. Now, the other thing to consider is that whenever they do score, they are getting their numbers in bunches. So it's either they put up 10-plus runs a game or they don't score at all. But they got to be able to find that happy medium moving forward, because you can't expect the pitching staff to give up less than 3 runs every game. But also, you don't need to score 10-plus runs every game. That you do put up runs. The 0-2 misses a little bit inside. 1-2 the count now. Boast goes after the next delivery from Foster. Grounds one over to short towards the third base side. Clowers has it, and his throw to first is in time to retire the side. Well, that'll do it here in the 6th. Another 1-2-3 inning for Kobe Foster. It is his 4th time setting down the Otters in order, and we'll head to the 7th here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. No score between Washington and Evansville.
From the comfort of your very own home, with self-service options from Heritage Federal. Heritage, proud partner of Evansville Otters baseball.
Sorry.
Check out some Frontier Interleague scores. New York beats Sussex County 9-3. Another final. New Jersey beating New England 7-5. Lake Erie downs Florence 6-4. Top of the ninth, and Tri-City leads Ottawa 10-3. Bottom of the eighth, and it's a tie between Windy City and Three Rivers up in Canada 2-2. Bottom of the seventh, and Quebec is tied with Schaumburg north of the border 1-1. Gateway leads Joliet 4-1 in the top of the sixth. More Frontier League scores and standings at FrontierLeague.com.
I'd have to download the ODS program. That's just
Center fielder 17, Caleb McNeely.
Top of the seventh inning, Braden Scott back on the mound, and his first pitch is in there to a called strike to Caleb McNeely. It's 0-1. McNeely 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. And the pitch is popped up towards the left side, now tailing out towards center field. Mosley calling for it, makes the catch, and there's one down. We're scoreless between Washington and Evansville. Hard to believe we're saying that. Again, we're in the top of the seventh inning. Scott now at 90 pitches. He has tossed a gem tonight.
Catcher 33.
Now if he could just get some help from the Otters bats. But it has been a great pitching matchup between Evansville and Braden Scott and Washington and Kobe Foster. Here's the pitch. And it's a little bit high to J.C. Santini, the catcher. Count 1-0. Santini 2 for 3 last night. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Doubled back in that fifth inning. He has been seeing the ball really well this season. The 1-0 swung on. Can't connect. Evens the count now. Santini came into this game hitting .323 in 11 prior games. 6 RBIs, 1 run scored, 2 doubles. And the pitch misses low, so he picked up his third with the one that he had in the fifth frame. 2-1 the count now to Santini. Bases empty, 1 out, no score. And Scott offers up. Just misses a little bit inside. And now we have time called. So Santini walking away from the batter's box. Well, there was an extra sound. Not sure if you picked it up in the crowd mic, but I thought for a moment that got a piece of Santini, which would have explained why he was walking away from the batter's box, but no hit by pitch. Now the 3-1. Misses inside. Oh, wait a minute. That should be ball 4. Well, they're going to say it's 3-2 now. And the pitch now misses high. So are they going to say that that extra sound that we heard was off his bat? Maybe a foul ball? Well, I'm getting confirmation here in the booth. And in fact, it was a foul ball.
Baseman 14, Evan Berkey.
That one courtesy of my wonderful girlfriend, Isabel, sitting next to me. And now there's a runner on first with 1 down. Here's Evan Berkey at the plate. First pitch line back to the screen, foul, 0-1. No score, top of the 7th. We are deadlocked at 0. And there have been donuts in each inning column up to this point. Next pitch misses a little bit low. And it's 1-1 to Berkey. Berkey batting .176 on the year coming into this game. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He takes a strike at the knees, 1-2 the count. Well, it'll be interesting to see if skipper Andy McCauley will throw Scott back out there for an 8th inning, perhaps, if he's able to get through this one unscathed. About to toss in his 100th pitch. Here it is. And it's lined back to the screen, foul. Again, you don't want to overuse a guy if you don't have to, but with the way he's pitching, you also think, why take him out? He's ready. And the next pitch misses a little bit low. 2-2 now to Berkey. Gorgeous night here in Evansville. 73 degrees. Looks like we have a little bit cloudy skies back behind center field. Next pitch misses low. 3-2. Well, that R word is supposed to stay away in the forecast up until the weekend. Now the payoff. And this ball is hammered. High, deep, left field, and goodbye. Well, Evan Berkey breaks up the scoreless ball game, and it's a 2-run bomb, his first homer of the year. RBIs 2 and 3. He plates Santini and himself, and just like that, the Wild Things lead 2-0.
Shortstop to Carson.
If the Otters cannot find a way to produce some offense tonight, that one's going to sting. Oh, Braden Scott has been pitching so well tonight. His only mistake pitch of the game. Here's Carson Clowers, fouls the first pitch to the right side. He was ahead 1-2 to Berkey. And then the count went full. Berkey battled back and just launched that one to left. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. One down in the inning. Base is empty, top of the 7th. And now again, it's 2-0 Washington. This will most likely go down as another quality start for Scott, but it all comes down to the offense now. Here's the 0-2. And it's lined back to the screen. We'll try it again. Scott has given up a couple of walks here tonight, but for the most part, he's been able to manage. Next pitch grounded through the left side, base hit. Well, now you got to think about taking him out. And you can't leave him in there too long. He's now at 107 pitches, and you can tell that this Wild Things lineup is starting to get to him, and now he has to face the top of the order in Robert Chayka. Max Peterson heading out to the mound. We'll see if this is it. A slow walk out towards the rubber, and he's going to make a call to the bullpen. What a night it was for Braden Scott, but he leaves trailing in the ball game. Washington leads it 2-0 after that 2-run bomb from Evan Berkey. More on the Otters reliever coming up when we come back. John Beamer.
Evansville call the bullpen, number 18, John Beamer. In to pitch. Beamer is on the mound. Green behind the plate. The battery is powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. 2319 North Critical Road, 12475-9000. Tell them, same from the Otters, suit you.
John Beamer on to pitch. He will face Robert Chayka. We're in the top of the 7th inning. It's 2-0 Washington. And the first pitch to Chayka is in there, a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, moments ago it was a base hit from Carson Clowers, but the big blow coming from Evan Berkey. A 2-run homer to score him and Santini as the only 2 runs in this game. Now a runner on first, 1 down. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second on a bounce, and it's not in time. Well, Green falling to his chest on that throw, maybe trying to get some batter's interference. We had that a couple of times against Washington hitters yesterday. No dice that time, and Clowers now in scoring position. So a runner on second, 1 down, 2-0 Washington, top of the 7th. The pitch from Beamer. Breaking ball just off the outside corner. Well, how about the job from Braden Scott tonight? Went 6 1/3 innings, giving up just 2 runs so far. He is responsible for Clowers. 6 hits, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Unfortunately for Evansville, he's leaving with no lead and in a deficit. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And Chayka is down on strikes. He's out number 2. Well, Scott can do no worse than a quality start, even if that 3rd run comes in to score. So it's his 2nd of the season. But trying to get some help from Beamer. And Beamer will now face Tommy Caulfield. 2 outs, a runner on second. Top of the 7th, 2-0 Wild Things. Here's the first pitch. And the right-handed pitcher throws a fastball off the inside corner, ball 1. Caulfield 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout, a ground out, and a hit by pitch. Righty on lefty matchup. Beamer deals. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. John, a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, changeup, slider, curve in the arsenal. Five pitches to work with. And the 1-1 is a fastball that's swung on, hit down the first base side foul. 1-2 now to Caulfield. Beamer into his 7th appearance. No pitching record. 6 2/3 innings on the bump. A 1.35 ERA. He pitched last night through a scoreless inning against the Wild Things. He's ready now. The 1-2 home. Breaking ball, hit out of play to the left side, and we'll try it again.
Ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret.
Well, it's been an entertaining battle up to this point. And again, Evansville now in desperate need for some run production to try to back up Scott's great performance. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Well, damage has been done. Washington gets on the board first. It's a 2-run homer from Evan Berkey, and the Wild Things lead it 2-0 with Evansville coming to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time here at Bosse Field. We'll be back on Flow Sports and the ODS.
You know what time it is? Time to stand up, stretch, and sing. Here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, and we'll root for the Otters. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Nicely done. Let's get some runs. Right fielder, number 34, David Mendham.
Heart of the order for Evansville. David Mendham will lead it off. Lefty on lefty battle. Kobe Foster still out on the rubber in his 7th inning. And immediately we'll have time called with J.C. Santini, the catcher, heading out to the mound to have a visit. Also going out there, Brett Gyron, the home plate umpire, to see what this is about. It didn't seem like Foster and Santini were on the same page. Or maybe perhaps discussing how to attack Mendham. 2-0, Washington leads it over Evansville. It was a 2-run homer from Evan Berkey in the top of the frame. And that's all the scoring that we've had here tonight. Other than that, it has been silent from the bat. Here's the first pitch to Mendham. And it misses outside, 1-0. Mendham 1 for 2. He was 0 for 2 last night. Lost his 6-game hit streak, able to get back on track tonight. Here's the 1-0, and he sends it to the left side, out of play, foul. Well, that 6-game hit streak, the second time he's been able to hit that figure. And he's only played in what is now his 16th game. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now Mendham has been a special talent for Evansville here this season. Of course, we see that almost every time he comes to the plate, but in a lineup that has struggled so much offensively, he has been such a bright spot. Foster ready. He's into the motion, and he serves up the 1-2. It's a chopper down the first base side, and it bounces just over the white chalk in foul territory taken by Check. We'll try it again at 1-2. Mendham last year spent time with the Ottawa Titans. Into his first season with the Otters. He spent his collegiate days at Oklahoma State. Grew up in Ontario, Canada. So it only made sense for him to go back north over the border when he had the opportunity to play with Ottawa. Here's the pitch. And he sends it foul to the left side, giving Chase Caulfield, but he will run out of room as this bounces on the roof.
Guess what? That overhead foul ball brought to you by
Well, he had an incredible career with Okie State, an all Big 12 performer, played in 61 games his final year. That was last year in 2023, 57 starts, hit .312. And then after that year, he spent part of the year with Ottawa. The 1-2 coming. Here it is. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Great pitch that time from Foster. And that one just dropped right off the table. So Mendham down as out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Anthony Calarco coming to the plate. Washington leads it 2-0. Foster into the motion. His first pitch is taken high for a ball, 1-0. Now taking a look at some other scores around the league. New York getting the best of Sussex. That was in Pomona tonight, a 9-3 finish in favor of the Rocks. Foster's 1-0 home. On the outside, Black, a called strike evens the count to Calarco. New Jersey besting New England. The Jackals with a 6-5 win over the Knockouts. Lake Erie winning against Florence tonight. In Avon, Ohio, a 6-4 finish there. Next pitch away, 2-1 to Calarco. Tri-City pouncing on Ottawa. That one was in Troy, New York, and the Valley Cats with a 10-3 win over the Titans. Now here's the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Big cut there from Calarco. Couldn't connect. Three Rivers getting the best of Windy City. That one north of the border. A 4-2 finish in favor of the Angels. Top of the 8th inning. Schaumburg and Quebec tied at 1. That one also in Quebec. Next pitch to Calarco misses outside, and the count now full. Of course, we have this game here tonight. 2-0 your score in the bottom of the 7th inning with Washington leading. And our final game, Gateway and Joliet, that one in St. Louis, and the Grizzlies with a 4-2 lead over the Slammers. That's in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the payoff, and Calarco sends it back to the screen foul. So we'll try it once more at 3-2. Calarco 0 for 2. He lined out his first time up, flew out, and both at bats resulting in outs to the left fielder. The infield playing in an ever so slight shift. And the 3-2 is sent foul to the left side again. So a good battle brewing here between Calarco and Foster. The payoff once more. And it is swung on and hammered. High, deep to right. Oh, Calarco with a solo bomb. And the bat flip. No doubt shot. And he put that one to the railroad tracks. Wow, that was crushed. So make it a 2-1 game now, and Evansville gets on the board. They have cut the Washington lead in half, and Calarco with his first bomb of the year for Evansville. Everybody knew it right off the bat. So now it's Randy Bednar at the plate trying to follow suit. One down in the inning. The pitch in there, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Well, that was a terrific battle between Calarco and Foster. And that's the first blemish on the card for the left-hander. Base is empty for the Otters, bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-1 to Bednar. And he taps it into the glove of Santini for a strike, 0-2. Well, only one more of those, and we're back to even. Now the 0-2 to Bednar. And he takes a fastball inside. Did not go around. And it's 1-2. Randy 0 for 2 tonight, in danger of losing his 7-game hit streak. He's been swinging a hot bat as of late, the 1-2 to him. And he cuts and comes up empty for strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in the inning now. But again, the solo homer from Calarco makes it a 2-1 game. Here's Mike Peabody. Peabody in his first game back since opening day. He spent 4 seasons at UC Irvine. With the Anteaters, had a career .314 average at the Division I level. Here's the pitch, and he takes inside, 1-0. He was a second-team All-American and also set the career hit by pitches mark at the university, being plunked 51 times in 4 years. He also holds the single-season record at 27. He lines the next pitch back to the screen, 1-1 the count. He had 2 really solid seasons sandwiching the 2020 COVID year. In his senior stint, he had .357, slashing for 16 doubles, 9 homers, brought in 57 RBIs. Second in the conference that year in runs driven in. He pops the next pitch up foul to the left side, and it's 1-2. After his final campaign, he signed a deal with the Los Angeles Angels as a non-drafted free agent, and Peabody spent 3 seasons in affiliated ball. That included 2 seasons with High A Tri-City, and in his final year with the Dust Devils, he hit just over 200 before his release. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, line down the right side, foul. Peabody, his father Tom, played basketball at Loyola, and there he was a bruiser on the court. So athleticism runs in the family for Peabody. Now the 1-2, swing and a miss. So a strikeout of the side for Foster here in the 7th inning. However, Calarco does some damage. A mammoth home run shot over the right field wall to get Evansville on the board. They trail 2-1 to Washington. 7 in the books, and the 8th coming your way next.
These guys are going to attempt to knock each other over. Best of 3 rounds is the winner. Contestants, are you ready? And go! And we're out of time. Oh, last second takedown. Congratulations. Sumo is brought to you by Velvet Ice Cream. Get your Velvet Ice Cream behind third base concessions. Up to you, Zane.
Thank you, Lucas. Don't forget, we're back at Bossy Field. Tomorrow night, our series finale. It's Country Night and a Busch Light Thirsty Thursday. Bring those cowboy boots and your 10-gallon hats. And we'll see you for Country Night here at the ballpark. Left fielder, 6, Wagner Lagrange.
Wagner Lagrange leading things off. Top of the 8th inning. Washington leads it over Evansville 2-1. John Beamer's first pitch just off the inside corner, taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, after 6 scoreless innings, both teams getting on the scoreboard in the 7th. Now the 1-0. And this ball's popped up towards the right side, down by the first base line. And Calarco backing up now in foul territory. Slides, can't make the catch. Well, it was a tough play for the first baseman. Probably one that could have been put away. Don't think they're going to charge an error for that. But you just feel like that's one that could have been caught. Well, nevertheless, Wagner Lagrange back at the plate. Beamer ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count now. Beamer threw 9 pitches out of the bullpen in that last inning. Came in with 1 out in the 6th. The pitch, swing and a miss. Lagrange down on strikes, and Beamer has struck out the first 3 guys he's seen out of the bullpen.
First baseman.
And another strikeout on 4 pitches for the right-hander. So 13 total tosses tonight in relief, and he has thrown 10 strikes, 3 Ks. First pitch fouled to the left side by Andrew Check, out of play. Washington with a 2-1 lead over Evansville. Top of the 8th inning. Here's the 0-1. Just just off. No, it was called a strike. Well, the glove work from the catcher, Green, made it seem like that was maybe not going to get called because he kind of moved his glove. Wasn't really set to frame it, but looked good enough to Brett Gyron. And it's now 0-2 to check. Here it is, the 0-2. Breaking ball misses a little bit high. Jack 1 for 3 tonight. Singled his first time up. Hitless in his last 2 at-bats. And the 1-2 is slapped foul to the right side. Well, Czech has done some serious damage against the Frontier League here this season. A .362 hitter coming into this game. The 1-2. Fastball just off the inside corner. 2 for 4 last night. Had a double, a run scored, a walk, and an RBI. Righty on lefty matchup. Beamer gets the signal. He deals. And it's a bouncing ball in the dirt. So the count now full to Czech. Czech 5 home runs, 10 RBI, 9 runs scored, 7 doubles. The payoff, swing and a miss.
That's a German-American Bank.
There's another German-American Bank strikeout. 4th one for
Designated
Beamer here tonight.
31, Tyree
And
Reed.
you cannot pitch any better than the way he's been performing so far. And now coming to the plate, it's Tyreek Reed. Reed immediately calling time. Not sure what that was about. But Reed 0 for 2 tonight, walked his first time up. The pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Righty on righty battle. And the pitch just misses off the outside corner. Well, Beamer gave up his first run of the season back on May 25th against Florence. He bounced back with a scoreless inning last night. Now the 1-1. This ball rocked through the right side, base hit. So that's the first base runner that Beamer has surrendered here tonight. 2-out knock for Reed, and he stands on first. And now coming to the plate, Caleb McNeely.
Center fielder.
2-1. Washington leads Evansville. Top of the 8th inning. Now Beamer is going to be a guy that's called upon in a lot of high leverage situations. First pitch. Misses outside, 1-0 to McNeely. And so far, he has answered the bell pretty much every time. That game against Florence was a rough one for everybody. 1-0. At the top of the zone, a called strike. 1-1 the count now. And whenever you give up 20 runs in a ball game, you can comfortably say that the pitching staff didn't have a great night as a whole. The 1-1. Fastball at the top of the zone, called strike 2. But Beamer has been another bright light on this roster for Evansville this year. Working with a 1-2 count on McNeely. Here's the pitch. Fastball line back to the screen, foul. We'll try it again. Runner on first, 2 outs. And the Otters looking for more run production in their final, potentially 2 innings. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball sent foul back behind the screen, and we'll try it again for McNeely.
Foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
McNeely 0 for 3 tonight. He struggled in this series, picking up just 1 hit at 9 at-bats. Beamer offers up, And this one is hit hard down the right side, but well foul. 3 foul balls in a row now for McNeely, and he stays alive with 2 strikes. McNeely batting .228. And it was only right that he got moved back below the leadoff spot. 1-2. Called! Strike 3! Breaking ball tickled the inside corner. McNeely left the bat on his shoulders, and it's a strikeout other side for John Beamer. He does give up a 2-out base hit, but no damage done. We're heading to the home half of the 8th. Washington 2, Evansville 1.
We have 3 Boston Field legends, Benjamin Bossy, Jay Wrights, and William Henry Harrison, racing for AZ Pizza Coupons. Legends, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Washington come to the bullpen. 24, Alex Carrillo. In to pitch, the batter Carrillo on the mound, and getting behind the plate. Pitcher catcher battery is powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. 2319 North River Road, 812-475-9000. Tell them, same from the Otters. Thank you. Third baseman, number 28, Yomar Reyes.
Yomar Reyes leading it off here in the home half of the 8th. Washington with a 2-1 lead over Evansville. Alex Carrillo on the mound for the Wild Things, in his first pitch at the knees, a called strike. 0-1 to Reyes. Well, what a job it was tonight by Kobe Foster, the starting pitcher for Washington. His line coming after the 0-1, and Reyes takes a strike at the knees, 0-2. Foster, 7 innings of work, gave up just the 1 run, a solo homer to Anthony Calarco, 3 hits allowed, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. He has been terrific tonight as his day comes to a close. And Alex Carrillo out of the bullpen. Fires in the 0-2. It's lined through the right side, base hit. This one heading down the corner, and it'll kick up against the wall. Reyes cruising into second base, and it's a leadoff double for Yomar. 2 for 3 game for the third baseman, and a huge leadoff base hit for Evansville. They have one in scoring position now for Jake Green. And we'll see if McCauley and Peterson try to play a little bit of small ball here. Perhaps a bunt attempt to try to move Reyes to third. And that's exactly what the Wild Things defense has in mind as well, with the first baseman Andrew Check coming in. Well, Tommy Caulfield out at third, also playing for the bunt. Middle infielders back at normal depth. 2-1, Washington leads it. Carrillo's first pitch to Green. And the catcher takes high and away, 1-0. Green 0 for 2 tonight, a fly out and a strikeout. Well, Caulfield is angled at a very weird position. He's almost looking directly towards the first base bag. The pitch, and Green takes low and away, 2-0. So if Green puts one down the third base line, there's no chance that Caulfield makes the play. Well, now the third baseman a little bit more square towards the plate. His left foot still back behind his right foot. The 2-0. And Green pops this one up. Back behind the plate. We'll try it now at 2-1. So a scoring chance for Evansville. These have been hard to come by against Washington this year. The Otters have been held to just 9 runs, including tonight, against the Wild Things in 2024. 2-1 popped up towards the right side of the infield. Check by the bag, across the bag in foul territory, and he makes the catch. There's 1 down. So the first baseman retires Green. Here's Riley Delgado coming to the plate. Washington leads it 2-1. Delgado has hit a couple of hard foul balls, but that's not going to do anything. He's 0 for 2 tonight. So trying to deliver for his club after the leadoff double from Reyes. The pitch. And it's a fastball that he can't connect with. Bottom of the 8th inning. Carrillo's pitch is lined back to the screen, foul, and it's quickly 0-2 now to Delgado. Well, Evansville, when trailing after 8 innings, 0-8 on the season. 0-7 when trailing, rather 0-9 when trailing after 7. The 0-2 home. And Delgado takes high. So they are winless whenever trailing after 8 innings. So trying to tie this game or even take the lead now. And Delgado will step out of the box. He calls time, wants to think things over. A 1-2 count to him, 1 down. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch. And it's a soft line drive hit foul towards the right side. Check can't get there in time. And we'll try it again at 1-2. Hey, don't forget, series finale coming tomorrow between Evansville and Washington. You can catch all the action here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. 6:35 p.m. Central Time start time. Now the 1-2 pitch, and Delgado nubs one down the first base line. He breaks his bat, and he'll have to get some new lumber. Well, it has been a great night at the ballpark. And Evansville looking to snap their 2-game slide. 2 games you think isn't the worst losing streak that you've ever heard of, but when you're 5-11, every loss matters just a little bit more. And the Otters desperately trying to get back into the win column and figure out this Wild Things team. They can force a rubber match, given that they come back here tonight. Now the 1-2. Fastball misses outside. 2-2 to Delgado. 2-1 your score. And it has been a pitcher's duel barn burner here in this one. Carrillo sets up the 2-2. He deals. Fastball misses inside, and the count now full. Carrillo, the flame-throwing right-hander, can run that heater up into the triple digits. He's ready. The pitch. 3-2 breaking ball. Hit out towards first. Weak roller to check. And he picks it up, steps on the bag unassisted. And there's 2 down now. So the runner in Reyes is able to advance to third. But Delgado heads back to the dugout, and the lineup will flip over for Blake Mosley. Well, Mosley's had a tough series against these guys. 0 for 6. A walk and 3 Ks. He is 0 for 2 tonight. But the last time he played Washington, he was 4 for 11 with an RBI and a double. And in his first professional at-bat against these guys, he picked up that RBI double, going the opposite way. We'll see what he has in store here. And the pitch, a called strike, 0-1. Righty on lefty matchup, 2-1 your score. Bottom of the 8th inning, and Evansville fighting for their life, trying to come back in this one to find a win. The pitch, and an excuse me swing from Mosley went too far around on a breaking ball. But you know you're throwing gas whenever you have an 85-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Carrillo from the stretch. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. Mosley can't believe it. Looked a little bit low, but Brett Gyron rung him up. And the runner is stranded on third. We're heading to the 9th with Washington on top of Evansville, 2-1.
Presents the Holy Moly Shuffle. Can you find where Holy Moly dug himself? Make sure to not let him get away. Thank you for playing. The Holy Moly Shuffle is brought to you by Indiana 811, a free service that can prevent costly damages to underground facilities. Know what's below. Call 811 or visit 811now.com. At least 2 full working days before every day's run, no matter how big or small.
Evansville called the bullpen. Pat Miner in to pitch. The battery Miner on the mound. Green behind the plate. The answer on the fair east. 2319 North Kimbrough. 812-475-9000. Don't forget, if you'd like to run around the bases post-game to head to the right field picnic area, and Lucas will take care of you post-game. Again, if you'd like to run around the bases post-game, get post-game autographs at the right field picnic area when our game is done. And wait further instructions from Lucas.
Top of the 9th inning, and it's 2-1 Washington on top of Evansville. And for the Wild Things, it'll be J.C. Santini leading this inning off, 1 for 2, a double, a walk, and a run scored. His only out tonight was a hard-hit line drive towards left field. On the mound, Pat Miner taking over duties for John Beamer out of the bullpen, and his first pitch misses away. It's 1-0. Beamer throwing 29 pitches to the Wild Things. He had a great night out on the mound. 22 strikes. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. 2-0 now to Santini. Beamer went 1 2/3, came in the 7th inning for Braden Scott, who also was dominant tonight. Next pitch to Santini at the top of the zone, a called strike, 2-1 now. And Beamer struck out the first 2 guys that he saw to conclude that top of the 7th. Then in the 8th, he struck out another 3. Next pitch, swung on, slapped towards the right side, down by the line, Mendham giving chase. Long run for him in foul territory. He can't get there. So the count now 2-2 to Santini. And in that 8th inning, Beamer, again, the 3 strikeouts, surrendered just a hit. 1 base runner tonight for John, and he was just magnificent. So now it's Pat Miner to try and continue the good pitching display from Evansville here tonight. Righty on righty battle. Here's the pitch. And the 2-2 is a breaking ball that misses downstairs. Count now full. Miner, a 4-seam fastball, changeup, cut fastball, slider, and a curve in the arsenal. The payoff? Swing and a miss.
That's a German-American Bank
So Minor
strikeout.
throws 6 pitches to Santini, sets him down on strikes,
Second baseman 14.
and he is out number 1 here in the 9th. That'll bring up Evan Berkey. Washington on top, 2-1. Minor pitched against Florence in his last appearance. That was back on May 24th. Here's the pitch, and Berkey lays off a breaking ball downstairs. Through 1 1/3 scoreless innings. Picked up a strikeout, didn't allow a base runner. He offers up the 1-0, and Berkey takes a strike at the top of the zone. Minor on the year into his 6th appearance. A 2-0 win-loss record, 9 innings of work, a 2 ERA, and 8 strikeouts, 9 with the 1 this inning. Here's the ball swung on. Hit out towards left field, giving chase Bednar. He's down by the line and makes the catch, moving back toward his left. Just a couple of steps, almost overran it. And he retrieved that baseball about 20 feet away from that white chalk.
Shortstop to Carson Clowers.
Set down Berkey, he's out number 2. And now it'll be Carson Clowers coming to the plate. Washington on top, 2-1. 2 outs here in this inning. Top of the 9th. And the pitch. Clowers cuts through it for a strike, 0-1. Well, Berkey, the guy who was just retired, doing the damage for Evansville, or rather to Evansville tonight with that 2-run homer for Washington. The 0-1 at the knees, called strike 2. Anthony Calarco getting Evansville on the board in the bottom of the 7th inning. That damage by Berkey was done in the top of that inning. And those have been the only 2 frames where either team has scored tonight. 2-1 your score. Wild Things on top, 2 outs, bases empty, and the 0-2 pitch misses outside. 1-2 now to Clowers. The shortstop, 1 for 2 tonight. He's put together a nice series. The 1-2. Just a bit outside. Really close pitch there. And the crowd letting Brett Gyron know what they thought of that call. So now the deuces are wild. Minor back to it. He deals. Bouncing ball misses outside, and it's 3-2. Clowers 3 for 4 yesterday, so 4 for 6 in the series. Couple of walks, couple of stolen bases, and a run scored. Now the payoff. Breaking ball, line back to the screen, foul. We'll try it again. Minor looking to work a 1-2-3 to set the Otters up for a chance to try to take the lead in the 9th and walk off or bare minimum tie the game. Next pitch, misses down low, ball 4. So that'll turn the lineup over. Robert Chayka coming up now as the leadoff hitter, and Chayka 1 for 4 tonight. Couple of strikeouts, a single. Washington on top, 2-1. And the pitch misses down low and away. Minor, the right-hander, leans in, gets the sign. His next pitch, runner goes, fastball high and inside, throw to second. Strong throw from Green, not in time. The throw from the catcher was a little bit upstairs. And Clowers now with his 2nd stolen bag tonight. Now the 2-0 pitch. And a check swing. He went too far around, and Clowers working with a 2-1 count. So that runner now on second, 2 down. Top of the 9th inning, 2-1 Washington. Here's the pitch from Minor. And it misses high and inside, ball 3. So after getting the first 2 guys out in the inning, one via a strikeout, Minor now in danger of walking back-to-back guys. He leans in. Glove now at his belt. The pitch. And the 3-1 at the top of the zone, called strike 2. So a big pitch coming up here. First base is empty, but you really don't want to see another batter if you don't have to. 2 outs, the payoff. Breaking ball, swing. And 2 strikeouts in the inning. And Minor strands the runner on second. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Washington 2, Evansville 1. One final chance for the Otters when we come back.
Second baseman, number 11, Austin Boast.
Bottom of the 9th, 2-3-4 in the order for Evansville as they trail Washington by a score of 2-1. Kyungju Kim on the mound here to try to close things out in the bottom of the 9th. Kyungju Kim pitched yesterday against Evansville, picking up his 5th save of the season. And his first pitch to Austin Boast misses high. It's 1-0. Well, Kim has been dominant in 2024. He is pitching like an all-star. The 1-0. Line back to the screen. 1-1 now to Boast. The second baseman 0 for 3 with a strikeout. A couple of groundouts as well. Righty on righty matchup. Kim into the wind, he deals. And this one's popped up back behind the plate, foul. And it goes out of play. We'll try it now at 1-2.
Brought to you by Hits Construction. Choose the best.
Kim into his 9th appearance of the 2024 season, 10 innings of work. He is yet to give up a run. Not just that, he has also struck out 14 guys on the season, has not walked anybody. That has been the key to his success. He's ready now. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball tipped into the glove of Santini, strike 3. Well, it has been a pitcher's duel barn burner tonight. 2-1 the score with Washington on top, and Evansville
David Mendo.
just not having any answers against this Wild Things pitching staff. Mendham 1 for 3 with a single. Righty on lefty matchup. And Kim's first pitch misses down low. Keungju last night, again closing out that ninth inning, went 1-2-3 against Evansville. Struck out the first and third batters and got the second guy to fly out. Now the next pitch to Mendham. And the 1-0 is hit hard to the right side. Diving attempt by Berkey, the second baseman, can't reel it in. Kicks off his glove and across the white chalk into foul territory in shallow right field. And it's a one-out single for David Mendham. So here comes Anthony Calarco. And Calarco, his last time up, had a solo homer.
Anthony Calarco.
Well, he was on our series preview player to watch list. And if you haven't heard of that, go check out the Team Score store and get yourself a scorecard. Only $1, and you can find a plethora of information about these two teams. It really is a great deal. So a runner on first, and the go-ahead run, the winning run at the plate. And the first pitch is on the outside corner, a called strike, 0-1 to the first baseman. 2-1, Washington ahead. Kim from the stretch deals. Breaking ball in there for a called strike 2. So a big at-bat here for Calarco. Trying to get the job done once again. Righty on lefty matchup. The pitch. Fastball way outside. Well, this small crowd coming to life here in the ninth. Now the 1-2. Fastball, called strike 3. Calarco not happy. And he is out number 2. Standing at the plate for an extra few seconds in disbelief. But I'll tell you what, that pitch has been called all game long. And at some point, you have to adjust as a hitter and take the bat off your shoulders and swing it. So now it is Randy Bednar as the final out for Evansville, potentially. Takes the first pitch low and away, and it's 1-0. Bednar 0 for 3 tonight, trying to extend his 7-game hit streak. Runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch. Bednar lines it over to short, and it's off of the glove of Clowers. Trickles into center field, base hit. Well, they're going to charge an error to Clowers. But nevertheless, it extends this game. And now it's first and second for Evansville with Mike Peabody coming to the plate. Well, this would be a storybook ending with Peabody coming off the disabled list yesterday, making his return to the diamond today for the first time since opening day. 0 for 3 tonight in search of his first base hit since his return. The first pitch from Kim, swing and a miss. Big cut there from Peabody, 0-1. So the winning run stands on first. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Washington leads at 2-1, and the next pitch to Peabody misses low. One and one the count. Righty on lefty matchup. The 1-1. Peabody down the right field line. This will get down for a fair ball. Rounding third, heading for home, Mendham. And holding up at third is Bednar. Mendham touches home. This game is tied. side. 2-2 the score. Peabody comes through in the biggest moment of the game, and his RBI knock will extend the ninth. So that error from Carson Clowers, the shortstop, comes back to bite Kim. An unearned run touches home for Evansville, and they have a chance to walk this one off tonight. Well, we'll have a mound visit. Not exactly sure if that's Tom Vaith or perhaps the pitching coach, Alex Boschers. No jersey number for the guy walking out there, but he's in a black crew neck. And he's having a word right now with Kim. I believe that's the pitching coach. Or no, that is Vaith. That was a quick meeting, and he was basically telling Kim, come on, let's go. Let's get out of this thing and head back into extras. You got this. And we'll see if he does. Peabody with that RBI single extending this bottom of the ninth. And here is Yomar Reyes. Well, Kim on the season, a perfect 5 of 5 in save opportunities. He has not blown a save yet. First pitch misses down low to Reyes, 1-0. But Reyes has had a hot bat tonight. 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Runners at the corners, 2-2 the score. Bottom of the ninth inning. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch. Inside, and that brushes Reyes off the plate. 2-0 the count now. The plot thickening here at Bosse Field. Here's the 2-0. And Reyes takes outside, ball 3. Well, it would be Jake Green to come to the plate, and they're going to intentionally walk Reyes. So they want to try their luck with the catcher, who is 0 for 3 tonight.
The catcher, number 12, Jake Green.
And Green has a chance to be the walk-off hero. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, 2-2 the score between Evansville and Washington. Kim working from the windup now. First pitch, swing and a miss from Green, 0-1. Evansville trying to tie the series and force a rubber match. The 0-1. And Green slaps it foul behind the plate. We'll try it now at 0-2.
Choose the best. Never regret it.
Green, a .276 hitter coming into the game. Looking for the biggest hit for the season for him. The 0-2. Ground ball, Baltimore chop out towards second, plate on 2 bounces. Berkey throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Well, Evansville ties the game. Mike Peabody coming through with an RBI single to score David Mendham, and 9 innings, not enough here tonight. We're heading to extras. The 10th coming your way next here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
So we have free baseball for you here at Bosse Field on this Senior Connection Wednesday. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll explain extra innings. International tiebreaker runner will be in play here in the 10th inning. The commissioner's runner will start automatically at second base, runner in scoring position. And if we're still tied after the 10th inning with the international tiebreaker rule, we will have sudden death, and I'll explain that if we get there.
Michael McAveen.
On the bullpen, number 17, Michael McAveen. In to pitch. The battery is powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find all your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, 2319 North Christopher Road, 812-475-9000. Leading off for the Washington Wild fans.
Top of the 10th inning, 2-2 the score between Washington and Evansville. Michael McAveen on to pitch for the Otters, and he will face Tommy Caulfield leading off the inning. There was a ghost runner in Robert Chayka standing on second, and it was a RBI single from Mike Peabody in the bottom of the ninth to extend this game. First pitch from McAveen. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to Caulfield. This is the second time that Evansville has competed in an extra inning game this season. Righty on lefty matchup. The pitch from McAveen. Breaking ball misses low. The first time that the Otters played in an extra inning game, well, that was back all the way on May 18th against Joliet. Now the 1-1. Fastball just off the inside corner. Close pitch there. Well, in that May 18th game, it was a 2-1 finish with the Slammers coming out on top. Here's the 2-1. At the knees, a called strike. Evens the count to Caulfield. Caulfield 0 for 3 tonight, 2 strikeouts. And I'm a little surprised from Tom Vaith that they didn't try to bunt the runner to third over. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball misses low. Well, Vaith and McCauley, both old school managers. And again, just a little surprising because that was an old school move. Now the 3-2. And it's tapped off the catcher. Green hit his shin guard. Foul ball. It ricocheted toward the right side. Green a little bit shaken up after the play. And our home plate umpire, Brett Gyron, will head out towards the mound to hand the ball to McAveen to give the catcher some time. He seems to be okay. Now the payoff, McAveen offers up. And it's a fastball swung on, hit off towards the left side. So we'll try it again at 3-2. Now a walk here isn't the end of the world. Of course, you want to get the out, but the double play ball would be in effect then. The payoff. Called! Strike 3! 93-mile-an-hour fastball right at the knees. And Caulfield down looking. A hat trick of strikeouts for him tonight, and he's out number 1. So now it's Wagner Lagrange coming to the plate. Lagrange 1 for 4. He doubled in the 6th. Has also grounded into a double play ball, flown out and struck out. 2-2 the score, and we'll have time called. A runner on second, 1 down here in the top of the 10th. McAveen offers up. Breaking ball misses low. Well, Pat Miner pitched in the 9th for the Otters. He threw 1 scoreless inning, striking out 2 and walking 1. McAveen's next pitch on the inside corner, called a strike to even the count now to Lagrange. McAveen's last appearance back on May 24th against Florence. threw in 1 inning and struck out 2, walked 1, gave up no runs. His 1-1. Bouncing ball hit towards short. Backing up towards the second base bag is the runner, the ghost runner. The throw to first from Delgado in time. And so Lagrange out number 2. Chayka having to stay at that second base bag because he would have been toast on the bases otherwise. And now it's Andrew Cech coming to the plate. Well, that's why you think about bunting him over, because that may have scored a run if Caulfield bunts Chayka to third. First pitch misses the zone, 1-0 now. Cech 1 for 4 tonight. And we'll have a reset of the pitch clock. I believe McAveen stepped off. Here's the 1-0. And this one's popped up. Back behind the plate, giving Chase Green, but he runs out of room.
That overhead foul ball.
Now McAveen on the year into his 6th appearance. He is 0-1. He pitched in that Joliet game, the only other extra inning affair in that 10th inning, and he took the tough luck loss after that inherited runner came in to score. But he's thrown in 5 innings, and he's yet to give up an earned run. A 1.00 whip. Next pitch on the outside black. 1-2 now to Cech. McAveen with 10 strikeouts on the year after setting down Caulfield tonight, looking for his 11th. Here it is, the 1-2. Breaking ball, just off the outside corner. So that'll make the Deuces wild. Runner on second. 2-2 the score, top of the 10th. Close pitch there on the last offering from McAveen. Now the 2-2. And it's a fastball sent back behind the screen. We'll try it once more at 2-2. I saw McAveen walking with his wife in the park right next to Bossy Field earlier today, because me and my girlfriend were getting lunch out there. And McAveen had a smile on his face, trying to keep that smile here right now. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses down low in the dirt, and it moves to full. Again, first base not occupied, but McAveen going for the kill. The payoff. Fastball misses low. So that'll send Cech down to first base. And Tyreek Reed at the plate now. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Top of the 10th, and it's 2-2 between Washington and Evansville.
Tyreek Reed.
Well, this game nearing the 3-hour marker. Had a first pitch of 6:36 p.m. tonight. And we have extra baseball for all of you. First pitch to Reed. On the inside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Reed 1 for 3. He singled in his last trip to the plate, walked back in the second inning. A couple of groundouts to his card as well. Now the pitch. Fastball just a little bit low. Evansville trying to keep Washington off the board here in the 10th and walk it off in the bottom of the inning. If so, they would force a rubber match tomorrow. Now the 1-1. This ball's popped up towards the right side in fair territory, backing up Calarco, calling him off his boast, and he drops the baseball! Boast dropping the baseball in foul territory. He was just across the white chalk. But it's going to go down most likely as an error. That was one that he should have had. So that should have retired the side. Instead, the count 1-2 to Reed. Well, he was moving a little bit to make that catch, but he wasn't in a full sprint. And he was under it. Now the 1-2. Misses inside. Count moves to 2-2. And he called his first baseman off because he felt confident enough to make the catch, and in fact, that's an error. Just got thrown up onto the scoreboard. Go ahead run on second. Deuce is wild. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on. Hit to third off the glove of Reyes. This goes into left field. Rounding third, scoring Chayka. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A ground ball hit to third. Reyes couldn't handle it. And that will probably go down as another error. Was certainly playable.
Please. Running at first base 22.
And we'll have a pinch runner now. It's Quincy Lattimore coming on to run for Tyreek Reed. Moving up to second, check. And again, with Chayka coming in, he makes it a 3-2 game. Well, here comes Max Peterson. We're going to take a short step aside on the Otters Digital Network and Flow Sports. Meeting is over on the mound, and first pitch to Caleb McNeely misses inside. It's 1-0. 2 errors in the same at-bat to Tyreek Reed cost Evansville the lead. First and second now. Top of the 10th, 3-2 Wild Things. Here's the pitch. And it's on the outside half, a called strike. 1-1 the count now. That just cannot happen. We should be in the bottom of the 10th. Now the 1-1. Fastball misses high and inside. I can only imagine how Andy McCauley feels down in that dugout right now. Oh, my. Austin Bose dropped a fly ball. Yomar Reyes botched a ground ball. It has been rough. Now the 2-1. And it misses off the outside corner. Well, Evansville has committed the second most errors in the league. They have the second worst fielding percentage in the league. And they almost went the whole game tonight without an error until now. The 3-1. Swung on. And hit out towards center field deep, backing up Mosley. He's at the track. He's at the wall. And this one's gone. You can't make this stuff up, folks. 3-run homer for Caleb McNeely, and the game has been blown open. I am at a loss for words.
Catcher 33, J.C. Sanders.
This is why Evansville is 5-11 on the season. So here's J.C. Santini, the catcher. And people starting to leave the ballpark now after that 3-run homer. Called strike at the knees, 0-1 to the catcher. Oh, my goodness. What can you even say? It is now 6-2 with Washington on top. Next pitch at the knees, called strike 2. Santini, 1 for 3 tonight. He doubled in the 5th, walked and scored in the 7th. Also has a line out and a strikeout tonight. Santini calls time. Now gets back into the box. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the 10th. The 0-2. This is low. All of those runs here in the 10th unearned, charged to McAveen's card, and again, we should be out of this inning. 2 errors to the same batter, extending this frame. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. We'll add to the 10th. Washington 6, Evansville 2.
That's a
4 runs on 1 hit.
Washington, call the bullpen. 9, Nick McDonald. In to pitch. The battery is powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, 2319 North River Road. 812-475-9000. Tell them, same from the Otters, see you.
Hey, haven't heard from Debbie the last couple of days.
Mister's runner for the Otters will be 12, Jake Green. Leading off for Evansville, the shortstop, number 8, Riley Delgado.
Bottom of the 10th, and it's 6-2 Washington. Evansville has some work to do. They have a ghost runner on second, and it'll be Jake Green standing in scoring position. Riley Delgado coming to the plate. On the mound, Nick McDonald. He will take over duties for Kyungju Kim. Kim, 1 inning of work in that 9th. He had a blown save, gave up an unearned run, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. And Evansville should have gotten out of the top of the 10th, giving up no runs. Instead, they give up 4, and they're in a hole. First pitch, and it's a check swing foul ball to Delgado. Goes over the Otters dugout towards the first base side, 0-1. After showing so much fight here tonight, they're going to have to show even more if they want to come back into this one. And the 1-1 misses the zone. Rather, the 1-0-1 misses the zone. Here's the pitch. And Delgado takes a strike on the outside corner. Six to 2 Washington. Righty on righty battle. Delgado 0 for 3 tonight. The 1-1 to him, or the 1-2 rather, chopped back towards the mound, taken by the pitcher, and McDonald looks to second, then throws to first. And wisely, Jake Green staying at that second base bag.
Leadoff batter, center fielder, number 23.
So there's one down in the inning, and now it's Blake Mosley coming to the plate. Mosley having a tough night. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, a walk. But in the series against Washington, he's 0 for 7 with 4 Ks. Righty on lefty matchup. 6-2 Washington, and the first pitch. This is inside. The Otters looking for a miracle. And the 1-0 home. Hit hard out towards short. Diving play by Clowers. And he's... Or was it a diving play? Yes, it was. Well, Mosley was still running towards the first base bag. But Clowers able to put it away. And he's out number 2. Mosley is as he heads back towards the dugout. So Evansville down to its final out. And at the plate, it's Austin Boast, 0 for 4 tonight, 2 strikeouts, 2 groundouts. The pitch from McDonald, swing and a miss. McDonald into his 6th appearance this year, 7 1/3 innings worked on the mound. Has yet to give up an earned run. And the next pitch by Boast popped up into shallow right. This should do it. Charging Chayka. Puts it away, game over.
And so,
Washington wins the series. They set themselves up to sweep Evansville tomorrow. Final score tonight, 6-2. We'll be back for the postgame show.
For the Otters, like to fly or run around the bases.
Oh my gosh. So frustrating. That stinks.
Lucas, again, if you'd like to run around the bases post-game and get post-game autographs as well. Hang around in the right field picnic area and wait for further instructions from Lucas. For those of you departing right now, the Otters are back for our series finale. It's Country Night tomorrow night and a Busch Light Thirsty Thursday. Tickets are on sale right now at EvansvilleOtters.com. We hope to see you there. Please have a safe trip home. Good night, everyone, and go Otters.
They committed 1 error on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left on. Taking the win. Does McDonald get the win? Does McDonald get the win? Who gets the win tonight? Thank you. Final score tonight, Washington 6, Evansville 2. We're wrapping things up here on the postgame show, brought to you by Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Kyle Chandler with you, and we're going to try and make this one a quick one because we're ready to go home and just forget this game ever happened. Well, the Otters dropped to 5-12 after the loss. Washington moves to 11-5. Final time of the game tonight, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Game time temperature 73 degrees. And at the start of this thing, it was sunny skies. Of course, the night sky falling over us in the later stages. Scoring recap coming your way. And scoring did not happen through the first 6 innings. Washington jumped on the board in the top of the 7th. It was a 1-out walk from J.C. Santini, followed by a 2-run home run by Evan Berkey. That got the Wild Things on top 2-0. In the bottom of the inning, Anthony Calarco had a one-out solo home run to get Evansville on the board. They trailed 2-1, and in the bottom of the ninth, Washington gave up a blown save from Kyungju Kim, the first one he's allowed all season. While he has looked magnificent, the Otters got to him in the bottom of the ninth. It was a one-out base hit from David Mendham. Then 2 batters later, Randy Bednar reached on an error to the shortstop, and Mike Peabody cashed in with an RBI base hit, scoring Mendham. But Evansville left the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, which meant that we were heading to extras. With the ghost runner Robert Chayka on second base, Michael McAveen got the first 2 guys out of the inning. He then walked Andrew Check to put runners on first and second. Tyreek Reed then reached on an error from the first second baseman Austin Boast. Should have been out in foul ground, but instead he dropped the ball. Then, a couple of pitches later, it was a ground ball from Reed hit out towards third, and Yomar Reyes botched the baseball. It went into left. Chayka scored, gave Washington a 3-2 lead, and then the next batter, Caleb McNeely, put the game to bed with a 3-run homer to make it 6-2, and Evansville went down quietly 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 10th. Final box score tonight, Washington 6 runs, 2 earned, 8 hits, 1 error in the field, 8 left on. Evansville 2 runs, 1 earned, 5 hits, 2 errors, 6 left on base. Taking the loss, Michael McAveen, he moves to 0-2 on the year. And again, he takes another hard luck loss, pitching in 2/3 of a frame in that 10th inning. And it's the second time that he's had to deal with an unearned run. And in this case, many unearned runs coming in to score, leading to his loss. So again, he's 0-2. And Nick McDonald picks up his first win of the year. He moves to 1-0 after pitching in the bottom of the 10th and setting down Evansville in order 1-2-3. And again, final score tonight, Washington 6 and Evansville 2. Well, the series finale will take place tomorrow. Same time, same place as tonight, Bosse Field here in Evansville, Indiana. A 6:35 p.m. Central Time first pitch. And we'll bring you all the action here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Again, with the win, Washington moves to 11-5. And actually, we're now getting word that Kyungju Kim will pick up the win, and Nick McDonald with the save. So just to update those stats for you all, it is the first save of the year for McDonald. And for Kim, he gets the win after the blown save, but Kim ends up with a 1-0 win-loss record on the year. So, again, with the win, Washington 11-5, Evansville is 5-12 now. They are 7 games below 500, their worst marker of the 2023-2024 season, and they will try to turn things around tomorrow to avoid being swept by the Wild Things. Again, a 6:35 p.m. CT first pitch. Join us on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. For the entire press box here today at Evansville, and for all you fans who stuck with us through this gut-wrenching, heartbreaking loss, it is my pleasure to call this one for you, and we hope to see you tomorrow when Evansville will conclude their series against Washington in the series finale. But until then, please stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night, and most importantly, God bless.